Hey y'all, I see y'all wait for me in the comments. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. I had to do a little retouch on my makeup because I was doing skincare on top of my makeup on TikTok. So I had to clean that up a little bit. But welcome y'all, sprinkle sprinkle. So we're going to be talking about, are you obsessed? Thank y'all. Hit the like button. Follow if y'all are new. Are y'all obsessed? Are you obsessed with yourself? This is what men look for in most women, self-obsession, whether you believe it or not. Look at all the women that are highly sought after, highly admired. They are highly self-obsessed. Promise you. Okay? They've been lying to y'all, telling y'all need to be good, nice doormats that, are nice and their peace or whatever. No. You need to be self-obsessed with yourself because that's what actually is going to attract someone who will become obsessed over you. All right? Become self-obsessed. This is going to be the best thing you've ever done. I promise you. When you become self-obsessed, no one can distract you or deter you from you. You're not putting no man first ever. You're never going to be obsessed over them. And you're always going to have the upper hand in most relationships. But this is why I'm telling y'all, if you become self-obsessed, most of your problems in relationships and dealing with guys and self-esteem and self-confidence are just going to go away. It's going to be gone. Literally. They're not going to even exist anymore. They'll literally phase themselves out. Okay. I'm going to give y'all a perfect example of a person who is highly self-obsessed, who always phases other people out who are not as obsessed over her. And then they always bring in another one. Okay. Y'all know her name. Let me see if y'all can guess it in the comments. The most of self-obsessed person that you've probably seen, who has attracted men who have been obsessed with her, and then when they became unobsessed or deeper obsessed, she had to go. Okay, so a lot of women are self-obsessed, which makes them well sought after, and men become obsessed with them automatically. Okay, so y'all have to learn how to do that. Y'all have to learn to be obsessed with yourself. I know some of y'all have been trained to run after men, to be a pick-me after a man, but when you are self-obsessed, you can have your choice and pick of anybody or most guys who are going to like you times 10, who are going to like you way more. Okay, let me read some of these names. There's a list now. Thank y'all for participating, by the way. So let's see who people named that are self-obsessed. Okay, we got Kim Kardashian, Lori Harvey, Ariana Grande, Mariah Carey, Megan Fox, okay, Erykah Badu, for sure. Okay. Wonderful. You said Angelina Jolie, Melania Trump, for sure. Okay, so what do all these women have in common? Marilyn Monroe. Okay, yeah, okay. What do all that's good. Thank y'all. We got the point. But y'all can continue to put some more in there if you like. But I'm done naming it. So, what do all those women have in common? They are self-obsessed. And their men are obsessed or become obsessed when they do have men. Okay. Clock that. Write that down. Become self-obsessed. Nicki Minaj? Yep. So if you don't become self-obsessed, no one is going to obsess over you. Nobody. 0 people. Okay. So figure out how to do it. Number 1, love yourself. Get your self-esteem up. That's number 1. Okay. If y'all, so let me tell y'all about these Heaux Cosmetics, the little SheraSeven collab. They'll give you like 3 sizes. 3 of these little vials of pheromones. This liquid finesse is a instant mood booster. So it's going to lift your mood. It's going to lift the mood of the people around you. It's going to make them want to talk to you more. It's going to make you feel good about yourself and da da da. So the liquid finesse is a good mood lifter so that you can get in the good mood to become obsessed with yourself, or just, you know, just have a sense of well-being already. It also makes people feel like that when they're around you. Okay. They could be having the worst day ever, and you got on that liquid finesse, you come around, their day is just going to brighten up. Angels are going to sing. Okay. They're going to associate that with you. That's the pheromone, liquid finesse. Okay. Then we have press him, which is going to make them feel like they're falling in love with you, because that's the chemical that you give off when you are ovulating and drawing them in, you know. And we only get that 2 days a month, you know, that ovulation pheromone. So you can have this every day to press him. Okay. And it's concentrated. It doesn't have a scent, so nobody can clock it. You can pair it with your favorite perfume. Then we got a little essence of ecstasy, which is going to make them turn on. Okay. Don't wear this around no dust. Period. Okay. Get it. Use my code. Okay. Coupon code Shera. Save you some money. But yes, and when you become self-obsessed, you're going to have every little thing that you need to get what you want. Okay. Being self-obsessed does not have everything to do with looks. I need to fix my hair because I didn't slick it back good enough today. But look, being self-obsessed does not have to do with only looks. Okay. It has to do with self-esteem, importance, priority, and how people react when they're in your presence. Okay. How are they reacting in your presence? Okay. So y'all saw when all these women that y'all mentioned, Kim Kardashian, Erykah Badu, and Melania Trump, Angelina Jolie, y'all see how people reacted when they were dating them or married to them or in their presence. They were always obsessed with them. Before, during, and after. Okay. Some of them still married. So it's because they were always self-obsessed with themselves. So understand, none of these women have ever really been doormats. None of these women really had to fight to keep on mans. Okay, think about it. And they were easily, probably able, or will be easily able to find another one. No problems. Okay. How to be self-obsessed but not in an annoying, uncompromised. Stop worrying about being annoying. That's number one. Stop worrying about what other people think of you, especially being annoying. Who are you annoying to? A man that's going to be obsessed with you because you are already obsessed with yourself? There ain't no such thing. You're not going to be annoying to them if they're obsessed with you. All right? You got to become obsessed with yourself first. Now, the reason why y'all are saying people are annoying is because you're not going to be. Even other women are obsessed with other women who are obsessed with themselves. They just are. So just don't worry about it. It doesn't matter if you're annoying. People are still going to be obsessed with you. All right? If you feel like you're annoying, just tone that part down a little bit. But definitely don't worry about that. Do what you got to do. Okay? Now, self-obsession looks like, okay, let me ask you. Does your living quarters, does your room, does your home reflect self-obsession? All right? Start with the environment, start with yourself, start with everything, because that's how you build it. Okay. It's not going to be overnight, especially if you're not obsessed with yourself already. It's not going to be over. Make your environment look like you're self-obsessed. Make your wardrobe look like you're self-obsessed. Make your home look like you are self-obsessed. Now, I don't mean put pictures of yourself everywhere. I mean, you can do that if you want, but put things that you love everywhere. Things that scream, I love myself, or self-care, or beauty, or this is my style. Make sure it's for you and not anyone else. You have never been happier since I became self-obsessed. I cut off access to okay. I cut off access to me so quick. Oh, so quick. Nothing feels better than this obsession. Thank you, DS. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know. Thank you for sharing that, because nothing does nothing, I mean, unless you're a mother, because like I love my kids, but unless you're a mother, nothing feels better to you than self-love and self-obsession. Okay. Nothing. Because it's all about you and you're about making yourself happy. You're happy all the time or you're content. And you don't need anybody else to come and make you happy because you're already happy. They can only add to it. They can only impress you upon already on top of what you are already doing for yourself. Okay. So for example, if you only drink out of bougie mugs, nobody's going to bring you no paper cup. All right. If you only look, shameless promo too. If you only have the, cutesy things, nobody's going to come to you with crap. Self-obsessed. Now, this was a gift, so I'm very thankful for that. But you've seen the girlies on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. Self-obsessed looks like you care about beauty, aesthetics, yourself, having nice things. You don't worry about, is this going to look foolish? And are men going to think I'm too much? They don't care. They really don't. Okay. Think Barbie, think the Barbie movie. Barbie was self-obsessed. That's why Ken was always chasing her. And he was still obsessed even when he couldn't have her. Okay. And why? Because she's self-obsessed. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Self-obsessed. These are so cute. And women make stuff for self-obsessed women. Look at this. This is not for the average plain Jane. I mean, maybe the lashes are cutesy, but the packaging is for a self-obsessed woman. Only a self-obsessed woman would buy this. Okay? They don't want to blend into the background. They don't want to be the doormat. They don't want to be everybody's piece. They want to sparkle and shine, darling. Okay? This is what self-obsessed looks like. Do this for yourself, This is what my vanity looks like. All this sparkle and shine. I mean, and this stuff ain't even that expensive. You get most of it on Amazon or TikTok, but it looks like you value yourself, your space, your environment. I'm not, so when people enter your environment and they see all of this, they're not going to bring you no trash. They're not going to buy you no trash gifts. They're going to say, oh, this girl is extra. Okay, well, if they were planning to take you to Applebee's, they might not be planning to take you there now. Once they, see how self-obsessed you are, how you treat yourself, what your environment looks like, what you require with the bare minimum. Okay. Now, everything must reflect self-obsession. Okay. Now, I'm going to give y'all a book that is very helpful with this. Yes, of course, it's by me. Now, it's called Leveling Up to Your Best Life, Creating a Life of Comfort and Luxury. And this can be done on any budget. Remember, you can buy a lot of this stuff online, on TikTok Shop, on Amazon, or whatever. Okay. So this is about making your life reflect, it's like basically romanticizing your life, making extra, being self-obsessed, making yourself a priority. All of this is the coffee table book, y'all. Y'all's is going to be pink when you order it. But self-care is the best care. It's like literally giving you instructions on your environment, on how you treat yourself, on what you do, how to be extra, how to live a life of luxury and comfort on any budget. It doesn't cost a lot to be bougie. Okay, it doesn't cost a lot to be extra in someone else's life, because when they come to gift you, when they come to take you out, they're going to have to do more than you're doing for yourself in order to impress you. So a lot of people can visit. Flowers go a long way too. Scent, candles, wardrobe. You can literally go to a thrift store, a secondhand store, or you could borrow somebody's stuff and just make your environment and yourself look like you are self-obsessed. Okay. Instead of drinking out of, a plain cup, you can get a little teacup and saucer. If you're going to drink tea, or a coffee cup and saucer and drink that, you have your little special cup. You can have, instead of just drinking your iced coffee out of a glass, you can have little cutesy stuff like this. And sometimes you know, splurge on the nice stuff, buy the other stuff at an antique shop or secondhand. You know what I'm saying? But surround yourself with beautiful things, be self-obsessed, and have that aura about yourself, and other people will have it too. Okay? They just will. Y'all seen all them girls on TikTok that be showing off all their 18 skincare steps and their, you know, iced coffee making stuff, and, you know, their bedtime routine. These ladies literally live self-obsessed, you know, like living self-obsessed dolls. And then when they get to their little DMs, they got all these men in there. I'll take care of you. You know, send me a picture of your feet. How much do you know what I'm saying? And all they're doing is just living their best 16-step, 18-step skincare life, brushing their hair, drinking some iced coffee, pretending to do some Pilates. Okay. So these women look self obsessed online. They're given the illusion of self obsession, which they probably are self obsessed, right? So I know they DMs full of freaks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, understand how the game works. You said, they're always asking for feet pics. I know. Like, shoot. There's probably people paying their whole rent in a huge high rise with good views downtown just by selling pictures of their toes. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that because you never know. They could have a good career. We don't know that. We just don't know. But anyway, the whole point is that they're self-obsessed. So that's how you're supposed to live. So if y'all like the girly pink stuff like I do, I don't mind, like, being feminine and girly and all that kind of stuff. In fact, I love it. It allows me to express my femininity. It allows me to be girly. It allows me to feel like I'm self-obsessed. It allows me to, like, just be a girl. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of women forget that. I think a lot of women lose their whimsy. I'm going to call it their whimsy. Their girliness and their whimsy. Worried about some dust, how to take care of a man, how to put a man first. Y'all lose all your femininity and your whimsy, and some of your dark feminine energy as well. Worrying about what some man gonna do all the time. Y'all always doing that. Okay? Put it back into yourself. Think about this, if you're super extra feminine, let me ask y'all a question. If you're demure and super extra feminine and using your sweet voice, like your fake voice, putting on your little pink lip glosses, batting your little eyelashes, slick your hair back before you do a party tail. Mine got wild in this humidity. But putting on your little perfumes, your little crystal bottles. You think a Dusty finna come up and ask you for some money if you're doing all of this? No, you're too girly girl. You're too feminine. They're gonna go ask Pick Misha over there, who's got on the biker shorts and the t-shirts and the slides, with a bonnet on. He's gonna go ask her for some money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. He going to get the paycheck from her, baby. So, self-obsessed literally always attracts more and repels dust and repels less. Y'all know that, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, so I'm going to show y'all something really cute that I got today. Speaking of pink girly girl stuff, look at this. Oh, it's linked to this to the video under products. If y'all want to check out the Lawless and Love Shack Fancy lip gloss collab for the girly girls. Ooh, I waited just to show y'all live. Okay, girl, I'm looking crazy in this lighting. Hold on one second, y'all. I got to fix something. Hold on, girl. All right, anyway, it doesn't matter. I gotta do what I gotta do. So, look at these. Aren't these precious? Now, I have a bunch of Lawless lip glosses already because Lawless is my girl. Okay. So, I already got the Lawless, baby. I love Lawless. I'm wearing it right now. Oh, shoot. So, I'm a Lawless fan. Big time. And so, look at these, y'all. Aren't these cute? I love Shack Fancy too. I'm a Love Shack Fancy girl, and I'm a Lawless girl. So let's get into it. And I link these products on the YouTube channel. Like they should literally be popping up on the screen or something. Like I don't know, maybe we'll after, but like it's on the products thing for YouTube. Look, Love Shack Fancy Lawless, maximum lip with every dip. Proven to lip condition 100%, improve softness 70%, improve hydration 60%, visibly increase lip volume 40% and more, reduces lip folds 29%. So this is pretty good. Say all that on the back. Okay, I was just reading that. So this is the pink one, and this one is more of a purple, lilac looking color. So these are cute. Yeah. What are these saying? Blossoming Heirloom. That's in, the pink one is Blossoming Heirloom, and the purple one is Happy Thoughts. He said, who's the owner of Lawless? Her name is Annie Lawless. You can follow them on, you can follow Love Shack Fancy Lawless and then Annie Lawless on Instagram or TikTok. I've been following for a while. So this is what you get. You get both of them. They're so cute. I want to try one on. Let me try one on. This is too cute to not open. Then how do I get free products on social media? You got to be social on social media. You got to get up on that screen every day. Every day. Shoot. So this has this cute little floral insert box in this box, which is so cute. So, and then this is what it looks like. This is the purple one. Shera, I just got the A-leaf and it smells gorgeous. Oh, Afif, the one with the little peacock on it. Yes, I love that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That perfume is listed in my perfumes I suggest in the description bar. So if y'all want to check it out, Afif. Looks like the two little peacocks on the gold bottle. You love it? I'm glad. Isn't it striking? Like when you walk into a room, that is it. Okay. So I'm going to try this one on. You wipe my current situation off. It's a lip gloss. So this is what I was currently wearing. This is the Cherry Pop by Lawless. That's what I was currently wearing. But now I'm going to try on Happy Thoughts. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. Ooh, look at that. Happy Thoughts looks pretty. Ooh, it smells good too. Oh, it has glitter in it. It's like a sheen. Okay. It smells like candy. Okay, so this smells like candy and has like a glitter sheen. It's like a little sparkle in there. It sounds like candy, like hard candy. Like vanilla and like a jelly bean almost. So this is the Happy Thoughts by Lawless. It's like the purple one. It's like more iridescent with like a sparkle to it. Okay. That's nice. I need to put on a little bit more powder. A little bit more stuff. Hold on, let me get my powder puff. Okay. I like it. And I feel the plumping. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This visibly reduces lines in your lips. It plumps, it conditions your lips, and visibly reduces lip folds, whatever that means. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, what do you mean by self-obsession? Exactly what I'm doing right now, girl. Being self-obsessed with myself, trying on makeup, putting powder on, Kim Kardashian and them, Erykah Badu. Who else did y'all mention earlier? Lori Harvey. You got to be about yourself. Make your environment, make your skincare, make your makeup, make everything about yourself. Men only obsess over women who are obsessed over themselves. If you want a man to become obsessed over you, be obsessed over yourself, baby. Okay? Men are not on those Pick Misha videos that are talking about, I'm a good woman and I cook and clean. Where's my man at? They're on the videos of those women that do 18 skincare steps in their little apartment making iced coffee. They all up in the DMs asking them for foot pics and all that kind of stuff. Because them women are self-obsessed, not catering to the male gaze or views, but still attracting them anyway because they're self-obsessed. Okay. They're doing them living their best life unbothered. And here comes some men to bother them and become obsessed with them. So women who are self-obsessed attract masculine men who want to obsess over them as well. Put all the focus on you, your beauty, your skincare, your hair, your makeup, your wardrobe, your accessories, your everything. Become self-obsessed. Talk about yourself. Have projects going for yourself. Have goals for yourself. Keep going for yourself. Everything you do needs to be personalized. It needs to scream whoever you are. You need to do the most about you. You need to be obsessive. When anybody walks up to you, the only way that they can impress you is to the only way to impress you is to be more obsessed than you already are with yourself. Okay, that's the only way they can get your attention. If they do more for you than you do for yourself. And if you are self-obsessed, guess what? They're going to be doing the most. Doing the most if they want your attention. So become self-obsessed. Do things for you. Even if it's silly and doesn't make sense, when people see and what you do or what you gravitate towards, they're going to want to give you more, because how are they supposed to impress you if they give you less? Okay. So environment, accessories, hair, makeup, clothes, blah. So this is your little perfume purse bottle versus, the little skimpy one that you get from Sephora that's going to spill out, or just the whole body spray. Look, I poured my body spray in this. I love my body spray, but I don't want to pull this out of my purse and look ratchet. I'll pull this. Okay. This is self-obsession. This is just throw it in there and get it over with. So I'm too obsessed with myself to put this big old giant thing, especially if you're carrying a cutesy purse. You don't want to do that. You want to buy you one of these. You can get these on Amazon. Pour it in there. See? It is cute, right? Why not? Do those nice things for yourself. I even think it comes with what you call it? Get your little funnel too, case. That's self-obsession, all right? Just the little things. If a man sees you pull that out of your purse and spray yourself, imagine what type of gift that they're going to think that you like versus if you have pulled this out. You see, it's just subtle differences that give self-obsession. So, and like this little brush versus pulling out some stuff with a bunch of hair, falling out of it. Just all, ratchet and stuff like that. There's a difference. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is this my real hair? No, ma'am. This is a ponytail. This is my real hair on top. It's like in a little bun. And then this is just a clip of a ponytail. I was being casual today. You said you need to rebrand or do something. It's always fun to be doing something. You got to be starting shit, like Michael Jackson said. You know who else was obsessed with themselves? Michael Jackson and Prince. Now those are men. Okay. Let me tell y'all, if y'all don't listen to me, listen to Michael Jackson and Prince. They were self-obsessed. Look how they walk, talk, dressed, their hair, their clothes, they everything. They were self-obsessed with themselves. That's why the world was obsessed with Michael Jackson and Prince, because they were obsessed with themselves. Plus, they were talented. Okay. But I believe that even with that amount of talent, if they weren't obsessed with themselves, people wouldn't have been as obsessed over them as they were. So the same thing goes with us, ladies. We gotta be self-obsessed. Now, people have credited me for starting a movement of leveling up and sprinkle and knowing your value and your worth. Now, take it to the next level, baby. Leveling up and becoming self-obsessed. Take it up to the next level. Y'all got them dudes paying them re-entry fees. Y'all got them men giving y'all money, paying that rent. Now it's time to become self-obsessed. All right, become the goddesses that you are. You had a man call you arrogant and conceited, and I felt so honored. Like, I've worked so hard on it. Thank you, sir, for noticing. I know. Thank you, DS. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Imagine 1 year ago, I'm not saying this is your story, but this is somebody's story, probably. Imagine 1 year ago, you had low self-esteem, down in the dumps. And after, watching my channel and leveling up and doing your thing, now you got a man calling you arrogant and conceited. That's a long way. You've come a long way. So continue to be self-obsessed. Continue to put that energy into yourself. It's going to pay off. Look at all the people who have put all that energy into themselves. It has paid off. Look at all of them. You got Kim K, you got Ariana Grande, you got Mariah Carey, y'all were talking about, Lori Harvey. Somebody said Melania Trump. Put all that energy into yourself. Become obsessed with yourself and nobody else. They're there to worship you. They're there because you're obsessed with you. Now they're obsessed with you. All right? Be her. Be that. Stop running behind some dusty. Stop trying to get some man back. Stop trying to text him first. Stop looking like the pygmisha that they don't want. Become the self-obsessed woman that people obsess over. All right? No matter what you look like. I have seen women that most men would probably consider a 5, but the way that they take care of themselves, the way that their environment is set up, the way that they are self-obsessed with themselves, automatically boosts their numbers up. Okay? They can't even impress. A man couldn't even come bearing the bare minimum to that woman because of how she took care of herself. Think about it. You could need, look, I don't condone, shaming people on how they look unless they can do something about it. But they can have a face looking like who did it and why, and they could have messed up teeth. But if they take care of themselves and everything else and become obsessed with themselves, they automatically go from like a 2 to at least a 7 or an 8 just by self-care and self-obsession. Okay, I've seen it. I have seen it. And those women have a very high confidence because they love themselves no matter what. They've obsessed over themselves no matter what. And they demand the most and the best no matter what. Okay? That's what we got to do. Get into it. We got all the tools we need. You can borrow it, get it free, get it whatever, But buy it cheap. I don't know. Get somebody to pay for it. We don't know. But you got to get obsessed with yourself, whether it's on a budget or on his dime. When women, let me tell y'all, because y'all know I'll be like deep in stuff. When all women, or when most women as a collective become self-obsessed, things will change in a major way. When Pygmisha gets on board and stop chasing behind a man, When Barbara the Builder puts down her tools and stop Barbara the Building men, oh my gosh, do y'all understand what's going to happen? When those women become self-obsessed, it's over. It's over for the broke man. It's over for the dusty. It's literally over. They're the only ones that are literally enabling the dust. It's them, baby. Once they become self-obsessed, it's gonna be a dust-free era for real. Okay. It's gonna be a dust-free era. My predictions. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You glowed up in style. You changed a previous provider a 4K re-entry. You charged a previous provider a 4K re-entry fee and he paid. I've been listening to you for months. Ladies, this works. Okay, David, sprinkle, sprinkle. David says it works. So if David can do it, ain't nothing to it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. David is self-obsessed. Let me see that skincare. Oh my gosh. Glass skin. David got that glass skin. What you been doing? Got that Korean skincare? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know that's right. Okay, let's talk about David's skin because it's glowing. So skincare is a status symbol. Did I talk about this earlier? Skincare in this day and age is now a status symbol. You say you use retinol? Okay, David used retinol. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so y'all get y'all some skincare. I have all the links in the description bar. Y'all go look through my Amazon items I suggest list and get you some skincare recommendations, all that kind of good stuff, okay? If you don't know where to start. I think Korean skincare is pretty good, definitely. SPF, Korean skincare, get it. Okay, so skincare is an investment. I don't have no filter on today. I'm looking crazy. Okay, look at this. But I'm bold and I'm confident enough to come up here because I take care of my skin, you know. I have on a lot of makeup too. But skincare is a status symbol, so take care of your skin. Okay, it's very much an indication of self-obsession. All right, you got that good skincare, it's self-obsession. Because you got to get in that mirror every day. You got to get them creams and lotions and potions and put them on your face once or twice a day. You got to do that 18 skincare step routine. And that takes energy, time, effort, and obsession. Thank you, Baha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so invest in skincare, invest in whatever you need to do. Yes. Keep them lips moisturized so you don't have that skin hanging off, looking chapped and ratchet. Make sure your skin and your lips look luscious and luscious, so people want to like, oh, that they feel soft. You know, take your vitamins. Yeah. Drink your water. Drink your water, ladies. That's why you always see me with one of these, because I'm always drinking water. So, if you are self-obsessed, don't compare yourself to other people. That's one thing that self-obsessed people do not do. I'm going to repeat that because some of y'all need to hear it. Self-obsessed people do not compare themselves to other people. Why? Because they're not obsessed with them other people. They're obsessed with themselves. They're constantly either reinventing themselves, improving upon themselves, doing the most of what they can do with what they got already, and constantly improving on themselves because they are obsessed with them, not no one else. Okay? Think about all the women who are self-obsessed. They are original. Or they are someone that people want to be like. They're the ones that y'all compare yourselves to. What if you have really beautiful natural skin? Is lashes, brows, gloss enough? It's like if you look better without makeup and you have beautiful, flawless skin, you already have glass skin, no, no splotches, no nothing. And you put your stuff on and you get the clean girl aesthetic. That's wonderful, man. But you know, uh, you got to do a little extra sometimes if you're going out, like for the evening, or you're doing this or you're doing that. Like it just all depends on like what your features are doing. Like I can do the clean girl aesthetic, I can do the villain aesthetic. Look, I can do the dark feminine aesthetic. You know, I can do all of those as far as makeup looks. You got options, ma'am. So wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got option. Okay, you're self-obsessed with my online business brand, but my audience gives uncomfortable, lewd comments. Is this possible to attract different community? Um, there is a setting. I don't know what type of social media that you're on, but there's a setting to um not allow certain words to be typed out. So you can go in there and type in all the words you don't want, and it'll filter them out automatically. You won't even see them. Okay. So go and do that, and then you should be good. Okay. If you're going live and people are doing that, I don't know if you go live with your stuff, just delete the comments, baby, or ignore them. Okay. Remember, there are some people there that are jealous and there to distract you from what you're doing. Ignore them, girl, because they're not obsessed over themselves. They're obsessed over you, which means you're on the right path. If people are doing stuff to trip you up, if they're putting energy into tripping you up and to making you feel some sort of way, it's because they're obsessed with you and not obsessed with themselves. So you're on the right track. Okay, because they could be doing something else. They can be putting that energy elsewhere where it's more beneficial to them instead of giving you a click, a like, and a comment, baby. That's all it means to the algorithm. Okay. You said, why is self-obsession attractive? Okay. Because people want to love themselves. It's human nature. They want to love themselves. And when they find someone that does that and is totally focused on them and like almost being the best version of themselves, or at least on the path to being the best version of themselves, everyone wants to be on that path. Everyone. Okay. Everyone wants to be extra. Everyone wants to be on the path of that. So that's what they are drawn to. Okay. They may not be able to do it. They may want to do it, but that's still what's going to draw them in. It's just human nature. You're 26 years old with a 33-year-old provider who wants to marry me, but he presented me to his family and stuff. But what? He got that. Okay. Don't they got a cure for that now? I don't know, man. Is he rich, ma'am? Like, can you do any better? I don't think I would compromise, because you got to worry about your future children as well. So if that's up to you, if you love that man and he's super rich and he's going to pay for everything, and you might pass it on to them kids, but you know what? Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know, ma'am. That's up to you. I can't tell you what to do. All I can know, if it were me, I don't think I'd do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only because I'm thinking about my kids in the future. I think people that have things that can pass on to other people should date people that already have it. I think there's like places you can go to meet people that already have certain things, or online resources you can find, or meetups or something like that, because that's a lot to ask someone. So I don't know if I would do that or not. Okay, someone says she already got it. I don't know if she would ask if she already had it. So I don't know. That's up to you and your morals and standards and what you think. Okay. Okay, so having standards and being self-obsessed will take you further in life, even in your career. Okay, so ladies, if after looks are concerned and all that kind of stuff, there are certain women that are obsessed with their careers as well as themselves, and their careers go farther than other people that are not obsessed with their careers. Okay. People have started to label certain people things because they're obsessed with certain things or extra focused or fixated on it. No, that's because they can't focus or fixate on something enough to become successful. Okay. Now, when you're focused and fixated on yourself or on something or your business or whatever, as a woman, other people are going to do it too. Other people are going to fixate on your business too, especially if it's good. Look at Skims. Look at Fenty. Okay. Self-obsessed. Obsessed over what you want other people to obsess over. Okay. Let me tell you how it works. Okay. Y'all remember, some of y'all remember, some of y'all are too young. Y'all remember back in the day, y'all know I was got to bring Michael Jackson into it. How Michael Jackson would show crowds of people screaming and chasing him and fainting and all that kind of stuff, right? The more people saw that, the more obsessed they became because they saw how other people were obsessed. They showed him, in his outfits and his sparkles and his shine and his dancing and his perfection, of trying to perfect this and trying to perfect that. They studied his obsession. They became obsessed with him. And so did the rest of the world. When you are obsessed with yourself, your career, everyone else follows. It is a frequency. It is an aura. Okay. This is how some people can pull someone from across the room, even if they don't look as good as the next chick who's not obsessed with herself. It's an aura. It's an energy. Okay. As well. It's an aura. It's an energy. Gotta be self-obsessed and own it. Don't be ashamed of it. A lot of people will try to humble you and say you're doing too much. That's because they can't do what you do. They don't have the courage. They don't have the energy. They don't have the it. Okay. So you got to do it. Got to have that self-obsession. Okay. Hard. Main character energy, self-obsession, all of it. This is how you're going to change everything. Think about this. From when I started on YouTube 13 plus years ago, I don't know, 13 years ago, women went from supporting they dusty to being supported by a provider just from my little one message alone. Okay. Imagine what we could do if we all became self-obsessed. Imagine how things would totally change in our favor if we accepted nothing bare minimum. Imagine how the men would actually have to get in line, get up and go do something in order to have a type of woman that you are becoming. Even Pygmisha will no longer be a Pygmisha. She will no longer settle for dust if she became obsessed with herself. Like, seriously. So, what I'm telling y'all, look, dust-free era is on the horizon, y'all. It's up to y'all. The man ain't gonna do nothing about it. The men will follow. Men are gonna do whatever it takes to get to the woman. If it's money, if it's being obsessed, we're entering into a dust-free era, but it all depends on you, ladies. We lead everything. We run the world, we run the economy, we run all of it. Okay? All right. Say no to dust. Exactly. Stop laying down with dust and start becoming obsessed with yourself. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna go into further detail after this, after I answer this. You've become self-obsessed and ghosted him because of his inconsistency. He came back. You've left him on red as I don't know how to introduce the re-entry fee. How much, girl? Okay. You're self-obsessed. How much would a self-obsessed woman request as a re-entry fee? Do you have a cart filled up with something? Sometimes if you just fill up an online cart with some nice things, A man, I think, would rather gift you something if he truly likes you rather than just give you cash. So whether you want cash or gifts is up to you. If you know the guy, if he likes you, he probably most likely going to give you the gift. If he is about his ego and he just wants to talk to you again and he know he messed up, he will probably give you the cash. So you judge based on who he is. Okay. Or maybe you can do both. Somebody said 1K, 500, whatever. Do what you got to do. But make sure it seems like you're self-obsessed and not just wanting to talk to him. So you just giving him the low price. He can obviously afford with no problem. No, go high. Then if y'all can negotiate it, if that's something you want to do. He said, let him see you dolled up always. Exactly. Never, unless y'all living together for some many, many years, and he shouldn't see you looking like who did it and why, especially if y'all are still in the dating phase. He should never see you looking like who did it and why. I don't care how open you are, how it takes away from the mystery and the self-obsession. Okay? Like, think about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone says it depends on what he did. I know that's right. So you create that. You create that reentry fee, whatever it is that you think is going to show self-obsession and effort on his, effort on his part, self-obsession on your part. This hat, y'all like this hat, y'all? Girl, it's a ponytail hat. You can wear a high ponytail, low ponytail, has a Velcro strap. So you can put it over your wig if you want to, girl. I know that's right. Wig friendly. This is on, let me give y'all the link to this. You can get the whole set, or you can get the hat individually. Also have wine tumblers. Also have blankets. Let me get to the link, y'all. Link. Copy. All right, here we go. So, yeah. You can get your little hat. It has like this cute little patch on it. It's high quality. It's like a trucker hat with a ponytail thingy in the back. And then you have this very soft, buttery blanket, thick, weighted for fall. It has the same patch. This is dust-free era because that's what we're entering into. Once y'all become self-obsessed with yourselves, we will literally merge into the dust-free era together and leaving the dust behind. All right? Becoming self-obsessed will literally force men to become obsessed with you and level up to be in your presence. No matter if you're a 2 or a 10. Okay? Think about this. You might be walking around as a 2 right now. You might be looking like who did it in a while. Girl, go put on some cute feminine colors, put some lip gloss on your hair, do what I did. Look at this. Stick a ponytail in your head, throw a bow in it, get you a little cute whatever, and now you're instantly upgraded and you ain't finna take nothing from no dusty, right? You're too good. Now you're too bougie. You're too girly. I'm just a girl. I require more. Okay. You look like you want an iced coffee sent to you via DoorDash. That's what you look like instead of him asking you for cash. Okay. That's what you just did. Literally. So if he's FaceTiming you and you click on with your bonnet and bags under your eye, and you sit over there with crust in your eye, versus pop it on the screen with some cute lip gloss on, a little bow, some earrings, a little, I'm very casual. I have on a sports bra and a sweatshirt. I threw on a pink bow and some blush and some lip gloss. But if I'm answering the phone like that, he ain't finna ask me for no money. He's finna ask me if I want some DoorDash, at least. Just from the morning FaceTime. He's not finna ask me, can I borrow some money? He ain't finna do all that. Self-obsession looks like they got to go ask somebody else if they want something. But they come to you to give. Okay? They come to you to offer things, and they go to other people to take things because you're self-obsessed and they already know better than to ask you for anything. Okay? They already know better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said we need nightgowns. Yes. Get you some cute robes, some little girly, frilly stuff, some silky stuff, some satin stuff, ma'am. Thank you, Kayla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. Anyway, I have a collection of vintage nightgowns, actually. I collected them. So I have some vintage Christian Dior white lacy and satin nightgowns. Um I have a what you call it? A vintage Victoria's Secret robe that came out like a long, long time ago. I can't even get no more. It's worth a lot now. So I collect like cutesy nightgowns. I also have new stuff that's really pretty. I still have my wedding set that I had, like the nightgown and the robe from my wedding set that's white and like satin. So like wearing that type of stuff makes you feel girly, extra, and self-obsessed. It makes you want to put on that moisturizer and that lotion. It makes you want to, make sure those feet are moisturized because like you feel stupid wearing a cute, silky satin nightgown and your skin is crusty and dry and your toes are crusty. So you go ahead and take care of it all, just, you know what I mean? Boyfriend 46, you're 29. He has been great. Paid trips, show dinner. Always wants time together. This weekend fought. Now he's distant. How can I get my power back? Let him stay mad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your power is letting him stew and realize you're not going to chase him. Okay. And when you argue with a man, you're emotionally attaching to him in a way because you actually care when you argue about things with a person. So the best way to get your power back is to act like the argument didn't mean that much to you. You don't care. Blame it on something. It's like, you know what? I was tripping. I probably was, hormonal or something. But anyway, we'll talk later. Like, act like it was no big deal. Don't act like you're still hung up on it. Act like you don't care. When you argue with a man, they're pulling you in emotionally. Don't ever get pulled in again. Just like, you know what? Let's talk about this later when I'm more level-headed. But anyway, I'm kind of hungry, so like change the subject. Don't if they want to continue to argue, just try to calm them down because they're the ones that are now emotionally being pulled in. Just like, I really don't feel like arguing today. It's like I don't like stress. So let's agree to disagree. And it's okay. We are allowed to have separate opinions. It's okay. If he tries to get his way or you try to get your way, that means y'all are emotionally trying to pull at each other. And if you want to keep your power, you have to cut the emotions and bring it back to being self-obsessed. Oh my gosh, I really need my manicure. I need some cuticle cream. Forget about the argument. Your cuticles need attention, baby. Okay? You distract yourself with yourself. You end the emotional tug of war in an argument, and you all of a sudden realize that your TikTok shop cart is full now with skincare products that you need to order. Okay. Or you notice that there's a sale going on at your favorite store and you're ready to go spend. You don't care about the stinking argument. You're not emotionally invested in him. You care about yourself more. If the argument is about money and him giving you money, you already know somebody else is going to give it to you because you're obsessed with yourself, and so many other people are as well. Okay. Understand it. That's how it works. The fight was him not prioritizing you. Okay. Well, you wouldn't have cared about any of that if you had been focused on yourself. You wouldn't even notice that he did not prioritize you. You already had another one, been out with another one, or been out with your girls, or been out with yourself, and could care two clicks about him. Okay. Your emotions were hurt. You were sad. He didn't put you first. You emotionally lashed out. You like him more. You should have filled your time with another person that had time, baby. This is what self-obsessed is. Self-obsessed is not begging a man to put you as a priority, but already being a priority to many people already. Okay? Think about it. Can you see Kim Kardashian begging someone to put them as a priority? Or can you see her moving on and doing something different, going to a photo shoot, going to get her Skims business up, going to get her hair dyed or whatever? She don't care. Okay? She don't care, baby. Stay emotionally unavailable. Stay on your pedestal and make them cater to you. That's how. When you become self-obsessed, you will never have to worry about somebody putting you as a priority again, because you will already be your own priority. And they'll have to get in line to make you a priority in their life, because there's going to be so many other people that are putting you as a priority. Okay? Self-obsessed people, that's their focus, them. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because they know what they're doing. Okay? It's a strategic thing. Think about it like that. They're playing chess, not checkers. Okay? People will try to label you, oh, that's selfish, that's conceited. Ma'am, that's chess. You know how to play? Just say you do or you don't. Okay? Y'all are playing fair in an unfair world. Y'all are playing checkers instead of chess. Women that are self-obsessed play chess. Learn to do it, because if y'all don't, y'all going to be sitting there crying, arguing, begging for attention, begging people to put you first, begging to be somebody's doormat. No. Put yourself on the pedestal. Never remove yourself. Never allow someone to remove yourself from your pedestal, because as long as you are on a pedestal, you will be on your pedestal as well as their pedestal. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. And think about this. Only you can bring yourself down. Nobody else. They don't have the power. They don't have the words. They don't have the emotional, you don't care enough about them emotionally to consider what they're saying to take you off your pedestal. They don't have what it takes to take you off that pedestal, because someone always has you up there. Okay? So that's why you need to stay self-obsessed. This is what's going to change everything. When all women or most women become self-obsessed, change everything. Y'all have the examples out there. Y'all are too busy being, obsessed with them in the wrong way. You said Kanye West hated that Kim was not about him. Exactly. Now, I love Kim and I love Kanye. So, but you can see that. You can see that Kim don't care. But Kanye was more obsessed with her than she was with him. And he's self-obsessed too, y'all. But a woman's self-obsession goes far and harder than a man's obsession. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said, should you settle for ugly if they have money? If you want to be the pretty one in the relationship, what's ugly to some people isn't ugly to other people. So, for example, if you're a perfect 10 and your definition of an attractive man is also a perfect 10, a lot of women will want him even if he's a 5 and he's rich. He will still be decent. You know what I mean? And if you're cute and he's decent or ugly, you're going to look prettier sitting next to him. Okay? Your looks are going to go up. Like, if I sit next to a man who's a perfect 10, that might take away from my looks. But if I sit next to who did it and why, I'm gonna be looking like the goddess queen. Period. Contrast. You said beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's true. Okay. Yeah. He said, how to manifest marriage fast. Girl, why do you want to get married? You need a green card? You trying to get your green card, girl? Trying to be a 90-day fiance? I don't understand why people would want to get married fast. You don't even know the person unless you need some help to get that green card. Oh, you're 31. Why are you in a rush? You wasted all your 20s on dust? Okay. If you want to get married fast, you need to be dating a 50-year-old that's about to hit that. They're hitting that midlife crisis. They think they're finna die alone. You need to get somebody in their 50s. They'll marry you quick, ma'am. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to date older if you want to marry quick. Old men already know what they want. They've already played the field, especially if they're single or divorced. They're about to hit that midlife crisis. No, they stuff gonna slowly stop working. This is time, okay? They can hang it up now. They're ready to settle down. Make sure they got money though, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every once in a while, they might pop one of them little blue pills and take you for a spin around the mattress if they got enough energy or their heart rate is good, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Their health is decent. Wonderful. They'll put you on the deed, the insurance, and as the beneficiary. Okay, dating guy for 8 months, went through his phone and caught him texting another woman. Now he says he doesn't trust me. Check him out here. Okay, well, first of all, sprinkle, sprinkle, I'm sorry that happened to you. Dating a guy for 8 months, texting other women, they all gonna do that, ma'am. Most men are gonna be texting other women. If other women are interested in them, they're probably gonna take the chance if they think they could get away with it. That's number one. So I suggest they need to give you a nice gift or a lump sum of money or whatever it is that you require to fake forgive them. Because either way, let me tell y'all, they're going to do what they want to do. Either y'all can stay mad at each other, or he can buy you a forgiveness gift and you could be partially nice until you figure out what you want to do. Okay, but you need to get something out of it. Don't leave empty-handed, because you know what? If you've been faithful to him all this time, he hasn't been paying none of your bills or nothing, and you got caught him cheating, you're going to leave that relationship feeling stupid, dumb, low self-esteem, and that like something is wrong with you. Wrong. Something is wrong with him because he already got you. He's just taking advantage of opportunities that have been presented in his face. And so you need to take advantage of the opportunities that you have now to get his money. Okay? So next time, if you catch him doing something and you decide to leave or get more money, you feel like, okay, well, at least I got this, this, and that. At least I got these nice earrings. At least I got this cute bracelet. At least I got this, watch. You can look at that and smile. Like, yeah, it was worth it. Because on to the next. You already know men aren't going to be perfect. Use it to benefit yourself. Up your jewelry collection. Your boyfriend offered to pay your $300 cart, so I let him, and now he act like I'm an inconvenience to his pockets. What should I do? Own it. Thank you, Kayla. It's like, this is how you own it. This is how a self-obsessed woman will own being expensive. Well, I can't help it. I've always been extra. You're so sweet. I'm so glad you're able to afford it. Yes. The biggest flex is when a man can spoil his woman. Okay. Whenever I step out the house, I represent you. And I need to be looking my best, looking good. And when people see me, they see how you take care of me. That's a flex on you, man, sir. That's a flex on him. How you look good, right? So just boost his ego up, lie to him, tell him all of that, so he keeps spending. All right. Is hiring a PI to catch your husband cheating pick me? Can I go more? I can get more in divorce proof, or just divorce without doing all that, ma'am? If you're already planning to divorce this fool, and you want to hire somebody to get caught cheating or whatever, fine, because you already know what you're gonna do. It's not pick me if you don't want it back. It's pick me so you can get his money. Sure, what if you're afraid to die alone? Is that a reason to marry? How can someone plan for old age single? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you have kids? Do you have family? Most women don't die alone because they're always surrounded by family, nieces, nephews, aunts, cousins, sisters. You know what I mean? Most women outlive their husbands anyway. Even if you did get married, your husband probably gonna die before you anyway. So you gonna have some kids. You gonna have some nieces and nephews. What you gonna do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Most women outlive their husbands anyway, because most men eat like trash. They don't take care of themselves. They think they're invincible. They be downing them energy drinks and popping them blue pills and drinking and eating nothing but meat and carbs. So y'all, you gonna outlive them anyway, girl. You gonna be fine. Just focus on that money and being the beneficiary on that insurance. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If not, take you out of insurance policy on one of your old family members. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. He said the men are a mess. They are. Men, okay, the masculinity and the testosterone in these men, some of them, they make them think that they're invincible. Okay, and men, that's why men who are married live longer, because the wife and the woman will remind them that they ain't invincible and they better take their butt on to the doctor or put down them energy drinks or them blue pills. You know what I'm saying? You put that down. Your stuff broke. Save yourself. What you need them blue pills for? Look at you. Everything is gray on you. And everything is gray, soft, and dropped. You don't need no more blue pills, sir. You need to get you a green drink. And go walk on that treadmill over there. So he'll be mad, but he might go do it. But see, a man that doesn't have a wife or who's old and thinks that they're 20 and they're 60, they don't take care of themselves. They be eating like trash, drinking them energy drinks, popping them pills, the blue pills, you know, eating a giant ribeye or a T-bone or a filet mignon with a giant baked potatoes covered in sour cream and cheese and drinking the sodas and all that kind of stuff. They're ruining all the organs in their body. They're not going to last too long, baby. How to not care when a man is ghosting me? Because you got another one and you're self-obsessed. You already got plans to do something else. That man, you have to make space in your schedule to even fit in. That's what self-obsessed looks like, man. Okay. So I'm going to go deeper into that. If a man makes a date with you and he ghosted you by not calling you back, it's not a match. Okay. It's just not a match. On to the next. Okay. We don't care why they're ghosting you. One of the things about being self-obsessed is we don't care enough to wonder why someone ghosted us. We just have a free space in our schedule now. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you got to think. Oh, we have a free opening. We have a free, it's just like a business. If you're a med spa and people are trying to get an appointment and someone doesn't show up, doesn't call, doesn't confirm, it's a free opening for a new opportunity for a new client, new patient, or someone that wants to make an appointment. It's a free opening, darling. Look at it. Start looking at it like that. Self-obsessed people see things from a different perspective. Okay. Our 3-year dating anniversary is tomorrow. He made no mention yet. He does provide things if I ask, not all. We live separate. He does work a lot. What to do? Okay. Nothing. You don't be worried about no 3-year dating anniversary. If he don't do nothing for you, go do something for you. Okay. You're looking for someone to care, to remember, and to do romantic things. You need to romanticize your own life and do the most for you already. I don't know if you're self-obsessed already. Hopefully you are. Your room needs to look like you're already celebrating an anniversary. The way you dress needs to look like you're already going to anniversary dinner if you're going out to eat. The way that you carry yourself already should be what you want him to do for you. So put on a cute little dress, maybe a cute little slip dress, something lacy, something satiny. Buy yourself some flowers or have somebody else send you some flowers. Put on your makeup, do your hair. Da, da, da. When you FaceTime him, you have some candles lit, have some flowers in your background looking like all this. Don't say nothing. he's gonna, if he remembers the anniversary, he's gonna click and remember, okay, I need to do something romantic for this girl because look, she's already romantic. I got to do something bigger. All right, don't even tell him. Do it for yourself first. When he sees it, it's automatically gonna click in his mind. Oh my gosh, I need to do something romantic. It's the anniversary. Oh my God, I gotta outdo what she already did. She got some flowers, some candle back there. She already got on the silk dress. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need to make some reservations. I need to get a bigger bouquet of flowers. You see? So if he doesn't do anything, he doesn't care. That's how you'll know. He's not the type that's obsessed with you. Reconciliation. We are married 15 years, separated 5 months. He was with someone else. He trying to work things out. He blamed me for cheating. Okay. Just get his money, man. Men are always going to blame women for everything. It's been done since the beginning of time. It ain't going to stop now. So just get his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him what the cost is. Tell him what is the cost for you, man? What it's going to take for you to reconcile with that man? How much money? Is it going to take a new house? It's going to take a new car? Is it going to take some surgery? I don't know. Some of y'all be asking surgery, new cars, house. I don't know. What's it going to take? Okay. Because you can leave anytime after you get what you wanted. And then blame him, just like he blamed you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. What is it going to take for you to pretend like it's a reconciliation? Just like he pretending like that was your fault. What's it going to take? Be so self-obsessed that you in there to get what you want and get out. Or continue to collect money. And don't roll around on the mattress with him. Then he can blame you again and you can get another re-entry fee or reconciliation fee. Provider is short, a white, obese. Do I help him improve? No, you never help nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You never help nobody look better. You always just get their money. Because when they start to look better and you level them up for the next chick, they're going to go to the next chick. So keep them looking like who did it and why, man. Okay. They'll automatically level themselves up if you make them feel more confident about themselves. You don't do nothing to that man. Okay. You let him stay looking like exactly like that, the penguin. You let him stay looking like penguin. And you be looking like Catwoman over there, okay? That's it. Penguin and Catwoman. That's y'all little nickname. You think if he levels up to being Batman or Robin, you gonna have the same treatment? No, thank you. Let him stay Penguin. You stay Catwoman. Get your money, man. Suck in them cheekbones. Put on that contour. You stay Catwoman. Keep him Penguin. Collect that Penguin money. All right. You can get Batman anytime. He always out in them streets. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know that's the truth. Okay. How do you lay back in your femininity? What do I do or not do for a man to miss me and put more effort? You become self-obsessed and you act like he don't even exist. You forgot about him, man. He could literally be dead in the ground. So I'm going to tell you, when you literally are self-obsessed, you don't look, this might sound mean, but it's the truth. When you're self-obsessed, you don't think about other people that much. If they're not thinking about you, if they're not contacting you, they might as well be dead, baby. That's it. I'm not even joking. Hi, I am new to your channel. I was wondering, how do we find men that are willing to give you money and provide a luxury lifestyle? First of all, thank you, girl. Thank you for being here and subscribing. Michaela. Okay, I hope I said it right. Michaela. You got to become self-obsessed. Then you got to go to the rich side of town. Okay. You got to look like you belong over there because people have classism. Okay. So if you already live on the rich side of town, you know how to walk, talk, and dress, right? Great. If you don't, you got to go and people watch and study, so you can fit in. And once you get that, you go over there, you hang out, you join a gym, you walk your dog in the park or you walk through a dog park, just exercising. You go window shopping, get your nails done over there. You make a few friends over there. you stay over there because it's a numbers game. Eventually, if you have a place that you go to regularly, people are going to recognize you. They're going to go, oh, I saw you here yesterday, or I saw you here. You're here every week. What's your name? They're going to start to talk to you. They don't talk to you right away. They got to see that you're a regular. They got to recognize you. They got to anticipate you. Okay, so make it a habit to go somewhere every day, maybe the same time in the same place. So you become a regular. People will recognize you, introduce themselves, and go on from there. Okay, but you gotta get in to fit in. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and then eventually you'll meet somebody. I've seen all these ladies come in and meet these rich men. They just go hang out on the rich side of town. Okay, and if you take care of yourself, you have a classic, beauty, a simple classic beauty. You're not trying to do too much. You ain't got them caterpillar lashes on like I kind of got on today. You know where to go. You know what to do. You know what to wear. You could pull a man quick, especially if he's in his, midlife crisis and you're young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Got to know the formula. Oh, Mama D in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, girl. What if you don't have a style anymore? Where to start? Girl, classic style. Boring classic style is a great start. Do something easy. Okay. Look, I'm not super stylish, but I know what I can grab that looks effortlessly chic, So if I were to go, I'd grab a slip dress and a cute little, it depends on where you're going. I'd grab a slip dress and a cardigan just to go dilly dally in the rich side of town to go window shopping. And some cute flats, or, if you're a heels girl, you do like a little heel. I keep the jewelry simple, the makeup cutesy and light. I wouldn't do too much. I wouldn't do these villain eyebrows. I would have like a more demure look. Okay. So I would literally assess the area, assess the climate, and do something simple, feminine, and cute. Okay. He's so feminine now that he is in his 60s. I want him to take testosterone because all he talks about is his feelings. Should I let him be and find a masculine man on the side? He's such a Pisces. Yeah, get some testosterone supplements. Even if you don't get the injections, they do have the pills somewhere. I don't know. Just go find some. Suggest it to him. Men that are older definitely become more feminine. That is nature because they're losing their testosterone. Okay. So you can either take advantage of it if you're smart enough, or you get him some testosterone. Okay. It's hard to deal with men and expecting them to be masculine, and they're always in their feelings, especially if they're supposed to be the strong one. So I understand. So definitely talk to him about some testosterone, or tell him someone that went through the same thing and all they needed was some testosterone. Like, oh, you know what? My grandfather or my dad went through the same thing, and my grandma just got him some testosterone. He stopped. He got back up, started working out. Like, make it seem appealing to him. He got up. He got his vigor back. He looked 10 years younger. Just start lying to him so he can go get the pills or get them shots. Okay. It's like my grandfather. My grandma made him go get them shots. He was up working out at 6 o'clock in the morning. He had a six pack. Just be lying. Just give him a new lease on life, thinking that's the magic pill, and he'll go take it. Make up a whole story, get you some lore behind it. He'll go take it if it make it sound appealing. All right. Hi, Shera. My sugar daddy owns several car dealerships, and he told me that he was going to give me a Bentley. That he has what on his car, not for my birthday, which is October 4th. Should I say anything else to him about it? How should I handle it? Girl, start talking about it. Make a phone call. Girl, yeah. He said he'd get me a Bentley. Yeah, I'm gonna come pick you up, girl. I told her you get me a Bentley. Girl, he's getting me a Bentley. I already got my stuff picked out. I got some stuff on Amazon ordered. Some air freshener. You put it under the seat though. Yeah, girl, that new course meal. I already started following Bentley on Instagram. Girl be bragging on him, fake brag on him, girl. Then he got to do it. Just keep every couple of weeks, every couple of days, call somebody and brag on it. That way he got to come through. Thank you, Escher, for being a new member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Call your mama too. Call your mama. Call Aunt Ethel. Mama, guess what, mother? You know that guy? Yeah. Yeah, the one you like. Yeah. I told you about him. Yes. He's getting me out Bentley. Girl be lying, fake calling, be talking to Siri the whole time. Or somebody's voicemail. Keep talking about it. Don't put them on speakerphone now. Sprinkle. And know how to act so they're not suspicious. Or set it up to have your friend answer the phone and pretend to be your mama. I don't know. Should we sit at the bar during lunchtime? Yes, ma'am. Because people aren't going to walk up to your table in the middle of a restaurant now, are they? Excuse me, ma'am. I noticed that you were sitting all alone at a table in a restaurant, not by the bar. That's a little creepy. Go sit at the bar. People will eat at the bar. That's where you sit when you go alone anyway, most of the time. You sit at the bar. The bar restaurant. It would be weird if somebody went up to you at a table. Okay. You said your boyfriend has not made an effort to see you because he's too busy. That's because you're not obsessed with yourself, baby. He seems more obsessed with himself than you do with yourself. You shouldn't even notice he ain't got time for you. He should notice that something is missing. You shouldn't notice that anything is missing. When you're obsessed with yourself, you don't even notice that man is missing. Let me tell y'all. When you're so obsessed with yourself and you got an appointment to get your nails done, your hair done, you got to get your facial, you got to go to the gym, you got to go shopping, your orders are in, you got to go pick it up. When do you have time to realize you don't have time to see this dude? When he reminds you that you're supposed to see him, right? A lot of you ladies aren't self-obsessed enough. You're too worried about some man. If that man doesn't naturally put you as a priority, you won't even notice it sometimes because somebody else will say, oh, you know what? We should hang out. Or hopefully they're not using the word hang out, but I remember hanging around my kids, they'd be saying hang out. So if they're older and a gentleman, they will be like, oh, we should go out sometime. We should plan something. Okay, well, you do that. Let me know the details. That's it. I love a man with a plan. Let me know the details. I'll be ready. That's how you do that. You don't care about if he's going to do it or not. You're too busy. You're too self-obsessed. When they have all the stuff ready for you, they're gonna text you. They're gonna call you, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, and it has to be impressive for you to take the time and go do it." Oh my God, that sounds so nice. I have the perfect dress to wear. Yes. Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. I'm definitely, yeah, I'll be there. Versus checking your messages, begging your boyfriend to spend time with you. No, you got to be self-obsessed to not even notice that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, but does anyone sit next to you? Of course, if you look good. If people gonna walk up to you, try to sit next to you at the bar, if you look good, ma'am. Are they gonna sit close enough? Gotta look good though. Okay. What do you do if they want you to plan it? Plan the most extravagant, expensive, self-obsessed thing. Okay. Take them somewhere they don't want to go. Okay. They'll learn from that. Take them somewhere you want to go. Take them to your dream place. Okay. Barbie cafe, pink tea house. I don't know. Take them somewhere that you want to go. That's all about something that you like. Then they'll plan it from then on. Okay. There's going to be flowers and sparkles everywhere. Everybody's going to be dressed up like Bridgerton and stuff. He's going to be like, what is it? Where am I? You know, stepped into somebody's dream, girly dream. Okay, then somebody said Hello Kitty Cafe. Then he'll be like, oh, I'm gonna take charge of this from now on. People gonna think I like pink too much. Don't think I'm the friend. Okay, yeah, take him. Yeah, see, so he needs to plan the date unless he wants to be doing girly stuff. It's not your idea to consider him. It's his idea to consider you. You are the queen. You are on the pedestal. You are the prize. So if he asks you to plan a date, y'all gonna be wearing pink, fluffy organza in front of the Hello Kitty bus, whatever, tea around town. Look, this is y'all gonna be looking like. This is a tea around bus, tea around town bus. You're gonna be coming there looking like Barbie. You better be dressed like Ken. Okay. Then he's gonna like, I need to plan the next one because no. Oh, this was fun, but next time I'm planning it. I know that's right. Unless you want to go to the Barbie Cafe next. Okay. Am I tripping for wanting to introduce a guy I'm in a relationship with to my parents only when I feel confident enough about him because he's a provider? He's actually worth it. Does that man want to be introduced? Okay, has he mentioned it at all? Because if he hasn't mentioned wanting to meet your parents, don't rush that at all. Okay. It seems like you're trying to show him off to them. Has he wanted to introduce you to his parents? You know, why is it you? Why aren't you the one he wants to introduce his parents to? Okay. If you're just trying to show him off because you're proud of him, that's wonderful. Don't show him off to your parents, though. Show him off to the mall. Show him off to your bills. Show him off to a shopping spree. Show him off to a vacation that he's going to pay for to take you on. Show him off to all the things so that you can really show him off when it's time. Okay. So, for example, if he says after taking you to wherever, to shopping, to buying you all these things, now he might want to introduce you to his parents because he invested a lot. If he hasn't mentioned introducing you to his parents, maybe he has, I don't know. Don't make the first move. Okay. You got to introduce you to his parents first if they still alive. If he old, then that might be a problem. His parents might be gone. So if he still has his parents, you wait. You don't try to rush. Okay. Men will feel rushed if you try to hurry up and introduce them to your family. Then the family will put pressure on the whole relationship. Then he'll feel pressured and he'll probably leave. So let that man want to show you off. You are the one who he's supposed to be showing off to his parents. Okay. You ain't got no parents, girl? Oh, perfect. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Coco Moco says he ain't got no parents. Good for you, man. Okay. List problems. A lot of men are DMing you and complimenting you. When I ask them about money, they say, no, I don't want them to watch my pictures for free. What do I do? Block them then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When they try to get unblocked, re-entry fee. If you are in social media, there's certain settings that you can block certain people from seeing certain pictures. Just block them from all the cute pics. Oh, somebody sent me a Cash App. Thank you. Let me see who that is. Uh-oh. Thank you, Tassia, for love your look today, per usual. Oh, thank you, girl. I'm finna heart it right now. Thank you, Tassia. I appreciate you. You are so sweet. What do I think about women that can't drive, girl? Did you not want to learn? Do you live in a city where you're supposed to drive? Here's my thing. If you need to know how to drive, you should know how to drive. If you don't know how to drive, you should learn how to drive just in case. If you don't like driving, then, hire a driver or somebody to take you around. That's kind of unsafe if you do like Lyft and Ubers too much, especially, certain places. So if you got some money, or if your man got some money, have him buy you, have him get you a little town car, a little driver, a little chauffeur. hmm If I lived in like a city area that you didn't have to drive around a lot, and I needed like every once in a while, I have like a personal driver. So, if you don't need to drive, if you got a personal driver, then great. If you need to learn how to drive, man. Okay. I like driving because I can just get in the car and go. Hi, Shira. Can you please say boink? Okay. What y'all doing over there? Making sound bites or something? Um, Driver is so much better. Yeah, if you can afford it. Or if a man can afford it for you, wonder. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And there are some places where women aren't allowed to drive. I don't. I feel that you have the option to drive. Yes. Mm. Oh my gosh, he was crying to you last night saying you hurt his heart since I told him I didn't like the fact that he was stuck on his baby mama and I met his daughter but broke up with him because he was cheap. Okay. Um, well, I'm glad that's over. I don't know why you're still thinking about it. He was cheap. What you missing? Cheapness? A cheap broke man with a baby mama? Something wrong with you? If you missed that. Why would a self-obsessed woman miss a broke man who's a baby daddy? I don't know. You're self-obsessed. You don't care if it, you know, it wasn't gonna work out anyway if he was still not over his baby mama. So why do you care? I always say people with young kids, they're literally always going back and forth with them baby mamas unless the baby mama has literally moved on to bigger and better. So if that baby mama still ain't moved on to bigger and better, they still rolling around every now and then. You already know it, or they're still having some false hope that they may get back together for the child. You just the temporary fix, okay? If you're not if you're not in it to collect the money and your feelings are involved, and you're not self-obsessed enough to have your own goals for the relationship versus one that includes him, that's why you feel that way, okay? So understand self-obsession also means getting more out of the relationship than you're putting in, and not becoming emotionally attached to whoever it is. You're in there for the goal. You're in, yeah. If they like you more, if they're obsessed with you more, wonderful, great. You're still going to benefit more. If they become emotionally attached to you, wonderful, great. He's saying you hurt his feelings. You did this. You made him emotionally vulnerable. Okay, wonderful. You said he was cheap, so I don't even know why you still asking questions. He broke. Why would you be bothered? You can't stand your husband, but he paying for your house. It's under your name. No kids. 2 years in, I'm torn between staying to save money or leaving now before I waste more time and lose a chance on someone better. Okay. Girl, date other people at the same time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The men do it all the time. Just be slick with it. Be 3, 4 steps ahead. All right. You probably, men do it all the time. What's stopping y'all? Do you know how many married men are in the bar trying to pick up women every single day? Sprinkle, sprinkle. There ain't nothing more single than a married man. So, okay, let me tell you what a self-obsessed woman would do. They would literally just keep collecting money, saving, and planning their future when they're good and ready to go. So if your boyfriend often is generous, nice plans, but prioritizes friends, one weekend usually is with me, I should let it go and not break up with him. Girl, where are your plans? Why isn't he nervous? Where are your friends? You know what I'm saying? If he has friends and he's prioritizing them, why haven't you prioritized your friends or whatever it is you want to do? Why are you the pick me shit in the situation? You know what I'm saying? Self-obsessed women don't care. They're like, okay, well, go have fun. I don't care. Because you're going to be just doing something better. All right. More people want you than want him. More people want to prioritize you than you want to prioritize him. Okay. When you become self-obsessed, you don't care. You want them to leave because you got better offers. You got better plans. Okay. So this is what they're doing to you. This is exactly what they're doing to you. They got better plans. They want you to be out of the picture for that weekend. Because men are self-obsessed most of the time. They're self-obsessed with themselves, what they want. They're selfish. Women want to give, want to be prioritized. That's great. Prioritize yourself, and other people will prioritize you as well. If you're not his priority because he's self-obsessed with what he wants and what he want to do, you should be the same way. You should have more options because if you're a pretty woman, your options are going to be more anyway. Whether it's friends, family, somebody else, if somebody gonna want to put you up on a pedestal and celebrate you at that day. Okay. He pays a lot for stuff, but says he doesn't want to pay bills until married. He spent $35K on me already in 4 months. Grabbing my calculator. Y'all know when y'all start putting numbers on. Y'all didn't hear that. I got me a calculator for this. All right. 35,000 in 4 months. Okay, hold on. I have to do the first math. 4 times 30, 120. Okay, that's 120 days. 35,000 divided by 120 days. I'm just estimating. That man spent $291 a day on you. All right. $291 times 120. $34,920. So he spent 2 DoorDash meals, okay, from a decent restaurant on you every day. So, $291 a day times 120 days estimated, because I'm doing 30 days in a month. Okay. So he spent $291 on you per day. Okay, so we got to get the calculator out when we're doing numbers. Remember this, okay? That's decent. I mean, it's okay. It's a little DoorDash. Okay. A DoorDash from a decent dining restaurant. Maybe a bottle of wine. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not saying that, but I'm just trying to give you the number so that you can see. Okay. 291 estimated. 300. Let's just say 300 every day. That ain't too bad. I mean, most people don't make that much money on their job if they clock in. So let's see if you stay with him a year. Let's see. Okay, 291 times 365. This is rough math, y'all. Okay, so you would be making $106,000 a year if you stay with that dude, if he keeps giving you the same amount of money. All right. So what are you trying to do? You saving that money? What you doing with it? Thank you, girl, for being a new member. Oswa, sprinkle. Okay. He spent that on you. Did he? Okay, so he didn't give you that money. Hold on. I had to reread it. He didn't give you the money. He spent it on you. What did he spend it on? Was he there? Was he just spending it on himself too? Did he spend it on a car, clothes? Was it a trip? Did he join the trip? Because he didn't spend it on you if he was there. So you got to also factor that in. So you need to get another one. The calculator says you need another one on the roster because we don't know if he gave you that much money cash or if he spent that on dates that he was there present on, and half of that was spent on him. Okay? So, unless you got $35K in your closet or in your bank account, he did not spend that on you. He spent that on him, and you were just there to receive some of it. Okay, you need a roster. Okay. What is 1K a month? How much that cheap baby daddy I was with spent on you altogether? 1,000 times 12 months is $12,000. That's simple math. You don't even need a calculator to do that. Okay. You got $12,000 a month divided by 365 days. You got $32 a day. $32.87. $32. That's McDonald's. That's DoorDash McDonald's with delivery fee. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's $30-something a day, man. That's what you got in your voucher per. Okay. Okay, he spent $1,000 a month. Okay. Okay. Well, he spent $32 a day on you. If you don't let me do all my math. Thank you. Those are rough estimates. But it's genius to count it on a daily. Yeah. Because like as soon as they start fixing their mouth up to say what they did for you, you be like, let me show you what you did. 35,000 divided by 120 equals. You only spent $291 on me a day. You acting like you done spent $1 million, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to manage a roster of men when it is so hard to find even one. Imagine multiples. Okay, so if you find one, start working on the other one immediately. Because when you're in the zone and you're catching men, after you catch the first one, automatically start working on the second one because you look good, you're attractive, you've already attracted one. The best time to get another one is right the next day after you got that one, okay? Because obviously you're in the zone, right? Then once you get your little roster going, you got 2 or 3 of them. I saw this lady on TikTok, and she said how she keeps up with her rosters is that she uses Chat GPT to schedule them, when to call them, what activities, to keep track of what activities each one's like. They be suggesting stuff to talk about, suggesting stuff. She got Chat GPT managing her roster, baby. So I don't know. AI can be used for something good. If you tell Chat GPT about your roster and tell them to make it work, they're going to make it work. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. She got them managing her roster. You should go on this side of town because this one works too close to this one. And make sure you're at this restaurant during this time because they'll definitely be in court. Or, Chat GPT going to help y'all. This one's... Chat GPT manages yours too. Okay. Y'all got all the technology. Y'all better use it for what it's for. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That way you don't have to think about it. You can keep your lies you done told. You gotta update it though. I told him about Aunt Ethel. He about to pay me some money. Do you have some suggestions? He's like, yes, Aunt Ethel is getting ready to come down with, they're gonna name some weird disease. Here are the details surrounding it so that you can sound educated and like it's true. Okay. What age do you recommend a girl start dating? When they're smart enough to understand what dating is. Okay. Dating is for a man to impress you. Getting to know a man and letting him impress you. When they understand that, when they understand that the man needs to approach, when they understand all of those things, when they understand how not to be a pick Misha, then they ready. So I would say like 16 is a normal age, right? If you give them the knowledge. Whether they take it or not, at least they have it, you know. Is it necessary to get a degree as a woman? Only if you are trying to get a job that requires that degree and that's what your life goals are. Has nothing to do with the man. If you're trying to get married, I don't think marriage requires a degree, ma'am. Not yet, hopefully. I don't think it ever has required a degree unless it's in some type of prenup. Okay, right. How do you know if a guy is rich, new to this game, turning 22 next month? If he's older and got money and a decent career, a nice, like, and he's not cheap. If he's spending, ma'am. If he's spending, you meet him on a rich side of town. He pretty much drive a nice car. You look him up online. You see that he has his career or business is legit. You got to verify all of that stuff. You can't just take their word for it. You got to do your research. Thank you, MPS, Sprinkle Sprinkle. And chances are likely that they'll be rich if they're on the rich side of town when you meet them. If you want to look them up online, you know, you can see where they live, look at that zip code, look at the net worth, look at the value of the house, look at all that kind of stuff. Okay. When I was young, I was super nosy. I don't even like, I was like, okay, let me see. I just look up random people. That way, you know who to smile for and who to frown for. You can get a degree if you want to. I mean, it's always good to have a backup plan, but like, I really would. I have 2 degrees. I don't even use any of them, but I got them if I want them or need them. So yeah. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if he has a roster already? Good for him. Make sure yours is better. All right. Make sure your roster better. He's spending on his roster. You collected on yours. It's not the same thing. Okay. When a man has a roster, he's spending. When a woman has a roster, she collected. Different story. Collect. Mm-hmm. Y'all, I'm on a new schedule now. I'm off the summer schedule. I'm onto the school year schedule. I have daughters. So I wake up early during the school year. I start early. Mm-hmm. What type of post do I need to post on my social media so he'll be intrigued with my level up? A nonchalant, self-absorbed, self-obsessed post. Okay? With high confidence. You can put like a little sound on it. They'd be like, that sounds kind of conceited, like, you know, those little sounds that they have on TikTok or Instagram. You put one of them sounds on it, like, I know I'm all that. I don't know. Have some little music playing. Have your outfit together, face, hair, nails, whatever. As long as it's not vulgar, you know, self-obsessed. Ramaraki. Did I say it right? Ramraki? Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Ramraki. Did I say that right? So I noticed even the smartest, most intelligent, most nerdy type of men, they always also go for the self-obsessed women. Okay. So I don't know what you thought, but most guys will always go for the self-obsessed women. They will always like them because most of the time men are also self-obsessed. They value that quality in themselves. They're going to value it naturally in other people, especially women. Okay. If you meet a man that has high confidence, who's very into what he's doing, who's very into his career, who's very into himself, who probably thinks he's the prize, the only other type of woman he's going to, especially if he has options, the only type of woman he's going to be even bothered with is also a self-obsessed woman. All right? Understand that. Because it's not going to match. The energies are not going to match if the woman is low self-esteem, doesn't care about herself, walking around looking like who did it and why, because she has to represent him. And for her to represent him, she needs to be on the same pedestal and the same level of confidence and the same or higher level of self-obsession. Otherwise, it's not going to go together. It ain't going to work. Why? Because people are going to judge him on how she values herself. So if you want a high caliber, rich man, you got to be self-obsessed. Okay? Self-obsessed. Living your best life with or without that man. Okay? Living your best life with or without a man. Getting dressed up, looking cute, getting pretty, getting feminine looking without even going to meet a man. Just to go dilly-dally, just to go to CVS, darling. Stay higher up on your pedestal, whether you're single or in a relationship. Okay? Do more. Be self-obsessed. Men are attracted to that. Okay? Okay, so being self-obsessed, looking good every day. Okay, don't make it look like you tried too hard. Don't make it look like you're doing, like it's a struggle for you. Make it a habit so it's not a struggle. So it's normal, so that it's the norm. Make it so that being self-obsessed, looking cute, looking whatever, however you want to look every day is the norm. Okay? That's it. You said read somebody comment. Who? I thought I did. Okay. Anyway. Thank you, Meow. I forgot to say thank you earlier. Hope you're still here. Smirkle. Okay, so it's gonna be like, if you're not self-obsessed with yourself already, you can become that. Just do something for yourself several times a day, every day. If you're not in the habit of doing things for yourself every day, add some to the plate and more every day. So let's say you're a pick-me-show and you do everything for everybody else to like you. All right, stop doing 3 things for people. Stop doing 3 things to get people to like you. Whatever it is, tell people no, I can't do it, unavailable. Stop telling people you're going to do stuff for them just to be liked. That's number one. Stop being a people pleaser. All that free time is now yours. Okay. And the next time they need something or want something, they're not going to ask you because they're afraid you're going to say no because you finally realize your value. Okay. You're going to be the last one they come to ask for something. Why? Because you're self-obsessed and you're most likely not going to be interested. Okay. So start learning how to say no to people. Fab Advice Shera is unethical, here to support our community. I help ladies level up credit and set up their finances. Okay, Aunt Ethel says she's going to help you set up your finances and level up your credit. Thank you, Aunt Ethel Brown. You are silly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for keeping me sane, unemotional with your advice. Thank you, Anna Riley. Thank you, girl. That's what I'm here for. So, let me tell y'all. Becoming self-obsessed means, okay, so I'm kind of a nerd. I like to read books. I wrote books. Y'all should get my book. This is a good one to become self-obsessed, Leveling Up to Your Best Life. It's linked in the description bar under, my books, Leveling Up books I suggest. All my books are there. But this one is definitely going to make you self-obsessed with yourself. Of course, get your sprinkle, too pretty to pay bills. But this one is the one I recommend if you want to leveling up to your best life of luxury and comfort. This also means becoming self-obsessed with yourself, doing the most for yourself, how you treat yourself. Okay. So when you become self-obsessed, people notice that and they want to do more for you. Okay. They want to do more for you instead of asking you to do stuff for them. It's a game changer. Okay. It's a game changer. What should you invest in if I would receive money from men? Yourself, your bank account, your savings account, your investment account. If you don't know what to do with it, save it until you figure it out. You could start an online business. You could take it to the bank and have them invest it for you. I don't know. If you're getting a large sum of money, take it to the bank and say, what's the best thing I can do? If you're just doing a savings, keep stacking it. If you're going to do a business, buy your inventory. Grow your business, get your website, maybe do some drop shipping. I don't know. But put it back into yourself and learn how to make it more valuable. Thank you, A. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Thank you, girl. Okay, so she said she's beautiful, but no man approach. Do you go to the same place every day on the rich side of town? Are you part of a gym? Are you part of a country club? Are you part of a tennis club? Are you part of a pickleball club? Do you go to the bar restaurant every day at the same time? Have you become a regular somewhere on the rich side of town for people to notice you and say, oh, I've seen you here many times before. How was your day? How many times have people anticipated your presence because you've been somewhere over and over and over, and eventually they're going to come up and say hello and introduce themselves. So become a regular on the rich side of town and people will approach you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Said it 1,000,000 times. You can't just go over there one time and nobody approach you, and then you say, go over there every day, join something over there, baby. You said you stay home. Well, who gonna find you in your house? DoorDash? They just leave the food at the door. How are you supposed to be found if you were locked up in the house? Who are you, Rapunzel? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get outside. You're dilly-dallying this weekend, looking cutesy, hoping to get his money or get this money. I know that's right. Girl, take that other girl with you who's stuck in her house. Y'all separate once y'all get there, so y'all ain't no competition. Deannie and Jayla, y'all need to go out, split up. She can show you the ropes. How do I think so simply and not overthinking? Because life is simple. Y'all overcomplicate it with second guessing yourselves and giving Dusties the benefit of the doubt. When you already know they're going to lie and they're going to cheat. Women who are obsessed with themselves always attract people that are obsessed with them. It's very simple. Y'all overcomplicate it because y'all don't like the truth. Sprinkle. Y'all are literally reasoning yourselves out of common sense. So That's just the truth right there. Look, you overcomplicate things to explain things because you don't like the truth. I uncomplicate them, or I can complicate them up to confuse people and get even more out of it. So, know the truth before you go in. You are well prepared on how to navigate. It's like chess. You know all the moves before you start to play. You understand the game. Then you go in and use strategy. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. It's quite simple. It's very black and white. Then you go in and do what you got to do. Hi, Shira. Should I wear makeup to this high-end gym just joined to attract both of me? If it's not too much makeup, like if I were going to the gym on a rich side of town, I'd do some mascara, some waterproof mascara, a little blush, a little tinted moisturizer, or spot conceal. I do like a nice little gloss, like I have on now. May do a little highlighter so I don't look like I'm sweating, but I'm glistening. You know what I'm saying? Do a little contour, but not too much. Just like a little bronzer. Somebody said a lip stain. Yeah. Do something that looks like you're naturally cute. Like, clean girl aesthetic. All right. If provider has new on his phone, what should I do to use it in my disadvantage? Or use it to my advantage to get more money? Are they of you or him or of somebody else? You shouldn't be looking through his phone, but if you accidentally just happen to see it over his shoulder, you could be like, I can't believe you exploit women that way. That is so terrible. I don't know what to think. I didn't know you were that type of guy. Ooh, these shoes are on sale. They look so pretty. Oh my gosh, I want to go try them on. Oh, they don't have them in the store when they're selling out fast. I wish I could get these right now. Girl, he gonna grab that phone and put them shoes in that cart so quick. Or, oh my gosh, my TikTok shop cart is so full. I just keep adding stuff to it and never even buy nothing. Well, how much is it? I'll pay for the whole thing just to distract you from what's on his phone. You quickly change the subject to something that's beneficial to you. And almost he's gonna think that if I distract her by buying this or recommending she go get it with my money, she may forget about those things in my phone. Then I can quickly delete them and say my friend sent them to me. And she'll probably believe it if I'm giving her the money. You know? So if he says, oh, my friend sent that to me. He was like, some girl sent that to him and he was trying to show it. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, make sure you get your money. He said exes. Oh, they're exes? Okay, make sure you get your money, man. Just say, well, I'm not going to be added to that list, but I do like these shoes, or this cart is kind of full. Hint, hint. Girl, that's what he's gonna look back at when his stuff stopped working, when he's old, when he go to tell his grandchildren how he used to be all that back in the day. Those are his ego boosters and his reminders of what he used to be. Thank you, Aunt Ethel. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. Those are his little souvenirs to what he used to be. Those are his reminders of his ego and his youth or whatever, girl. Especially if he old. A lot of young guys save that stuff so they can circle back on the block. They can blackmail girls, or they can reminisce about the old days when they get old. Okay. I really wouldn't care. As long as them pictures were legal, there ain't nothing I can do. He's gonna be looking at women before, during, and after you. Okay, that's always gonna be in his phone. You might as well get his money and stop worrying about it. Okay. Yeah, nobody cares about what's in his phone. Just get his money, man. He's gonna be looking at exes or other women with no clothes on before, during, and after you. Just get his money. Y'all ever knew a man that totally stopped looking at other girls when they got with one woman? They went blind to the rest of the world? I don't. Do y'all know? I don't know any of them. So just get your money. Uh-huh. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, what are y'all talking about? Exactly. Shera, will you ever leave your man if he goes bankrupt? Will I ever leave? I think he'll probably pass away before that happens because, he's old. So, you know what I mean? Like, I tell you, I'm married way older. I'm not worried about that. Check to see with what? You're 18 and he's rich, man approaching you. How do you get money from them? Tell him what you need. Pull up your TikTok shopping cart. I don't know. Ask for cash apps and cash app requests. You're 18. You can do that. If they're approaching you and they're rich and you're 18, you can ask for whatever you want. Okay. If they can't do it, they're exploiting you. Wonderful. You say his wife reached out. What to do? Girl, he told me you was dead. Praise the Lord. He said he was a widower. I guess he lied. How are you, ma'am? Girl, put the blame back on him. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A man would leave after 30 years of marriage for a random woman, but you won't leave him for being broke. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Leave him whenever it's convenient for you. Okay. What do you do when you are 31 and alone? What's better for me now? What's better for you now is to become self-obsessed with yourself, because that's what's going to attract whatever it is you're trying to attract. Okay. All people, whether it's a focus on their career or themselves or whatever, when they become obsessed with it, that's when they become very successful. Okay. Think about all the moguls and the people that are very successful. They are obsessed with something that made them that way. If you don't have an obsession and it's not you or your career, get it. All right. Because y'all are obsessed about so many things that aren't bringing you nothing. Y'all are obsessed over other people that don't even know you. You need to be obsessed over yourself. Okay. You need to be obsessed over what you do that's going to bring you in benefits. Your obsessions are scattered over people that you will never meet and never know, when you need to focus all that on yourself, become self-obsessed. That's how you're going to attract other people that will become obsessed over you and bring you benefits. Okay. Focus all that energy back over to yourself. So focus all that energy back over to yourself. Think about all the people that are moguls and very, very successful. What are they obsessed with? Who are they obsessed with? Think about every person you know that is highly successful. Who or what are they obsessed with? There's your answer. Okay. Now, who is Pygmisha obsessed with? Okay. Not herself. Do I think some women may be too young for this, because most rich men want us for us this young? Well, if you're smart, you're going to give them false hope and drag them along and collect their money while they have the false hope. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if you're dealing with a 20-year-old, that's because you're dealing with a man that's only thinking about one thing. Okay. That's all he's put out in the world to do at 20. Okay. To roll around on the mattress from girl to girl. Why do you want a 20-year-old? They don't even have no money. They can't do nothing for you. All they want to do is roll around on the mattress with you, your friend, your cousin, your mama probably too. Okay. What do you want with a 20-year-old? What can they do for you besides roll around on the mattress with you? What can they do? Nothing, right? Why don't you go get someone who's already established that's going to put you on a pedestal and give you everything you want? They're not going to be 20. Promise you that. All right. Oh, you're 20. Okay. They all went, okay. So you know your power now. Okay. So they all want to sleep with you and you're 20. Okay. Well, what does it take to be, what does it take for you? Where are your standards? What does it take for you to be their girlfriend? And have they met those standards yet? Okay. If you say, I don't sleep around with men, I have to be in a committed relationship with a man before I want to sleep with them. What they're going to do is make up some lies to say, oh, well, I want to be in a committed relationship with you. Then say, okay, well, these are the things that I need in order for me to be in a committed relationship with any man. Then you give them that list. That list is going to be long and expensive, darling. It's going to be, oh, I want you to pay all my bills. Oh, I want you to put a down payment or buy me a car in my name. Oh, I would like this. It's going to be a long list of things they got to get through to even claim you as their girlfriend. Okay. If you are not on that level to where you can make those type of demands or tell these guys that's what you want, then, they're going to try to get it for free. So you give them a long list of stuff that they got to check off. And if they are rich enough, bold enough to get to the last one, and you still don't want to roll around on the mattress with them, good old Aunt Ethel is your best friend. She will come through. Your fake aunt that you've been telling him about since day one, who knows about him, who asks how he's doing. She's going to take a turn for the worst, and you're going to be in your fake mourning phase. Because she fake passed away, and now you're not going to have to do nothing. You're not going to have to roll around on the mattress. You get a whole nother month to emotionally heal from your fake Aunt Ethel's passing. Okay? Then you got to start all over. You got to start all over. You got to start all over. Aunt Ethel would want me to wait until marriage. Aunt Ethel would say, get the ring first. Now you got some jewelry. Okay? So learn how to navigate, learn how to play chess, not checkers. Thank you, Annerly. Thank you for the super sticker. Sprinkle. What are practical ways to be obsessed with myself? Like, do I do my nails and my hair and all of that? Yes, ma'am. You got to look like you expensive. Okay? Got to look expensive. At least you got to look high maintenance. You can work on the expensive part. You still got to look high maintenance. Okay? If you're beginning at this, you're not everybody's going to get it right the first time around. But the self-obsession and the self-care and the effort is how you start. Those are practical ways. If you don't have a lot of money, girl, Dollar Tree got your back. You can go get those little cheap glue-on nails. You don't have to go. Look, these are press-ons. Okay, and I have some that are more demure than this that are just French tips. You can go to Dollar Tree and get you some cute highlighter. You can get you some little lashes. You can get you a little lip gloss. You don't have to spend a ton of money to look high maintenance. You just have to put in the effort and the time. And then once you level yourself up, you got some money, you got somebody giving you money, you can level up your products. That's literally it. You can level up your products as you level up yourself. You said, not the Dollar Tree. Girl, they got name brands now, girl. Sprinkle. They got Elf in there now. And Elf you can buy Elf anywhere. I remember people used to laugh, like in the early stages of my YouTube. I used to do Dollar Tree hauls, Elf hauls, get ready with me with Elf and Dollar Tree products. Girl, you could level up anywhere on a budget. You got TJ Maxx everywhere. I don't care. And you can do it. Okay? There's no excuse. So, honestly, I've come a long way too, y'all. I was doing a little TikTok shop haul, and I put these lashes on. I really did not want to do big lashes today because the way that I'm dressed does not require these lashes. But I was doing my little TikTok haul. These are Lily lashes. These are $20 lashes. You can get at Sephora, or you can get them online, or you can get them on TikTok Shop. But You know, you can also get lashes from the Dollar Tree. Just the same, it still look as good. If you got good skills on doing makeup, did I lose another one? Your lashes might look better than $20 lashes. It's about the application. It's about how you do your makeup. It's about your self-confidence and all of that kind of stuff. So like some of y'all got $2 lashes that look better than what I just had on my face. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some of y'all got that cheap Ruby Kisses powder from the beauty supply shop, and I have Chanel. You get it? Y'all might be looking better than me with that makeup application. It's about the effort that you put in. I have gone from using the cheapest makeup to the most expensive makeup. It's about the effort. I got Dollar Tree makeup, and I have Tom Ford. I got Chanel. I got all the top brand makeups now. I'm telling you, it's about the effort that you put in. It's about the skills. It's about how you apply it. I could literally walk around with Chanel or beauty supply store makeup. If you know how to put it on, right? If you're a skilled makeup artist, if you're a skilled makeup applicator, it ain't gonna matter where you buy that makeup from, baby. Now, skincare, on the other hand, that's a different story. Skincare is well worth it. So I suggest if you're going to become self-obsessed, if you're going to splurge on anything, if you got do not splurge on makeup, splurge on skincare and a good foundation, because that's almost the same thing. If you're going to splurge on anything, splurge on the skincare and the foundation. Everything else, you can budget. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So budget everything else, splurge on the skincare and the foundation. That will take you a long way. If you can't afford foundation, get you a concealer, because they're usually cheaper, and just spot conceal and spread that stuff out, man. Spray some little setting spray and spread that stuff out if you can't afford, like, because I know some of y'all are on a budget, but y'all got to make it work. Yeah, no cheap foundations. Splurge on those and skincare. Everything else, mascara, blush, highlighter, eyeshadow, you could do on a budget. And you can get free samples and minis of expensive things. Like y'all go to Sephora or y'all go to Ulta, y'all can get the free samples. Y'all can get the little mini sizes. Y'all don't have to spend an arm and a leg. Y'all can go to Dollar Tree. Y'all can go to TJ Maxx, Marshall, whatever. Okay. You said yes. You confuse Dollar Tree Temu press-on nails with acrylic powder as a strong glue. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. So they sell the little gel press-on stuff. You just put the gel polish, put the nail over it, cure it under the little light, and you got 2 weeks of nails. 2-3 weeks of press-on nails that look like acrylic. Save your money. Okay. Is a personal trainer career a threat to men? Only if you train other men, they probably will feel intimidated, like men are going to be hitting on you. But if you train only women, they probably won't be intimidated. And don't play up your career. Just lie to them. Like, oh, they'll be like, well, how's business? Oh, it's doing okay. Not so good. It could be better. Never say that, oh, it's doing great. Don't give them too many details. It's always okay. Could be better. Why? Because they're going to give you money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're going to give you money, girl. These are press-ons, yes. I got a bunch of press-ons people send me. I remember Pink Friday sent me some press-ons. I have like press-ons from people send me from TikTok. Let me see. That's some from the store. Got some. I got a bunch of. They stay on for 2 weeks. I got this good glue. I don't have to spend a bunch of money in the nail shop. People already think these are acrylic anyway. So I do get pedicures though. Okay, somebody got to get them feet. But I have started doing my own nails because it's very time consuming to sit in the nail shop for like 3-4 hours, especially during the school year when I have my kids to pick up and consider and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I do go get my feet done though because that's faster. You said how to get your makeup to stay on in a hot, humid summer layers. There's videos and tutorials online on how to do layers. Also, you need maybe a thinner foundation. Like, okay, so I'm gonna give y'all my little secret. And all these are linked in my Amazon beauty items I suggest on Amazon. It's linked in the description bar. If you get some Korean foundation, like Tier, these are like a cushion and they come in all different skin tones, so you can find it. So you just press it like that. This is very thin, but it's like very good coverage. So this is my spring and winter color, not my summer color, but I'm going to show you how thin it is and how full coverage it is. Okay. It's very thin, so it's not going to get cakey. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, not a shimmer, but it has like a little bit of shine to it, especially if you do skincare under it. This is my winter color. But look at that. Look how thin it is. It's not even thick. So something like this during the summer is really good. It's that Tier. And this is in the color Hazel. So my hands are usually darker than my face because they're always like in the window when I drive. I think that's why women used to wear driving gloves or gloves. Their hands be getting tanned. But anyway, so more of my face color. So yeah, this is slightly lighter than my summer color. So, and then I also wear the Glow, the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint, and this one. So this is like a stick, and it gives you like flawless skin-like dewy appearance. You just use a brush to put it in, like tap it in. Then you set it with some loose powder. Use some loose powder, okay? You use this, put it under your eye. I got Gerard Cosmetics. Some loose powder. That brush. Push it in. Get them eyebrows too. Whenever I draw my eyebrows on, I also do powder over them to kind of seal them in. You get that spray. That setting spray. Put it on. Let it dry. Then you do another layer of powder. Then you do another layer of setting spray. Let it dry. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good coverage. And it's very thin. Look. It's not caked on or anything. It's very thin. It's a good summer solution. Like Korean, because a lot of the Korean foundation is skincare and foundation put together. It's not like a thick thing. Not a thick layer. It's a thin layer of basically good foundation and skincare. Okay. And I think this particular size of Tier is like $15 on Amazon. It's about the same stuff same price you're gonna pay in a drugstore for a drugstore brand. It's probably not as good. Okay. And they have a bigger one too, like if you want the bigger size. You said how to make him give you his card. You hate asking for money. Tell him you want to cook his favorite meal and you need a card to go to the grocery store. Then go shopping at the mall, start your business online, buy him a pot pie, and throw it in the microwave. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I thought you went to the grocery store to buy me some stuff to cook my favorite meal. I did, but these weirdo dudes started like following me and trying to talk to me. And I was trying to tell them I got a man, but they just not want to leave me alone. So I just grabbed this Popeye and left. I was so distraught. I had to go to the mall to calm down. And I saw these cute shoes and this lingerie I thought you might like instead. So I bought them. It was horrible. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. That's what you tell them. Thoughts about esque for quick, fast money? Thank you, Marina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Like, I honestly feel like if you are gonna do that, don't tell nobody. And also, if you work for a service, you probably be safer. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of women who are just trying to make quick, fast money, y'all just need to get you the oldest man you can find. They'll give you money for no reason. You don't even have to be no escort. You just tell them your sob story, and bam, they'll give you some money. Speaking of money, ting ting. If you're cute, let me tell you something. If you're cute, people will just give you money. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Fabiola. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't have to do nothing if you understand the game. Why do men care more when you're checked out? Because you're a challenge. And nice women finish last. They don't want no doormat. That means you'll do that for any man, and they're not special. Thank you, Fabiola. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, girl, just go find you an old man that doesn't want to die alone and hitting his midlife crisis, and go get his money, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't got to do all of that. All right. I always wonder why people go into that business when they could just go get them an old man that's afraid to die alone. All right. Anyway, but if that's what you want to do, more power to you. I just feel like you can get something easier and faster. You just pick the right target, and they'll give it up willingly. Okay. They gotta want to give it to you, ma'am. They can't pick somebody that you think is cute. You got to pick somebody that everybody think is ugly and who got a lot of money saved because don't nobody want to deal with them. You got to pick somebody who's old, who's got a lot of money, a lot of pension, a lot of 401k, some SSI. You got to find somebody like that on that level. You can't find somebody that looks just as good as you or on the same level, around the same age. You got to find somebody with a medicine cabinet full of medication, and they don't know if this their last day. Okay, that's what you got to go find. They can't take it with them, man. Go find you an old man. Go find you a man that likes you way more, and tell them about some stuff. Tell them about Aunt Ethel. Tell them about all the stuff that you need. That's that you would love to have, and that will make you happy. And maybe they'll just make you happy by giving it to you or giving you the money to go buy. They can't do nothing with it. Okay. I'm telling you, y'all just aiming for the wrong crowd, aiming for the wrong age range. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, if y'all looking for old people, get up early in the morning. They wake up at 4 a.m. Go to the gym at 5 or 6 a.m. They're going to be there bright and early. Okay? Lots of old people go in there about 5. The rich old people that got gym memberships, I told you they wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You want to get some old men, get up early too. Or go to Luby's. Okay? Y'all know Luby's? That's a place where old people love to eat. It's like a little line you go down, you point to what you want, and at the end is Jello. Okay, you go there, make sure it's in the rich part of town. Though, go to Luby's on the rich side of town. Go to Luby's on the broke side of town. It's gonna be a mess. Okay, go to Luby's on the rich side of town. If they don't have a Luby's, go to a similar place. Okay, somewhere where they got soft food and low sodium. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, wonderful. A lot of times they go eat breakfast at like the breakfast spots. Go there. You said you got a lot of filtered photos, but you ugly. Stop. Then make sure your filtered photos look more natural and like more like your real life self, Because a lot of y'all be doing too much online. That's why I tell y'all not to meet men online. If you meet men online, you're going to be tempted to put that filter on. When the only filter you need is the filter that's in real life makeup. Okay? That's why I tell y'all, stop meeting these men online. Y'all are going to be tempted to make yourselves look better. And then y'all going to be mad when they get out and start ghosting you. Stop meeting these men online. Meet them in real life. If you can't pull in real life, you ain't really pulling. Okay? He said, for real, always meet old people ready to spend money at the store at 6:00 a.m. That's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, y'all be laughing at me when I'm on TikTok going live outside the store. I'm waiting on the store to open. There'll be other old people in the parking lot waiting on the store to open too. They ready to spend at 7:30 in the morning, but the store don't open till 8. They're in there waiting to get them early. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, yes, I drive past the country club in the morning and I see wives doing tennis and early. Like, oh my gosh, yep. Got to go early in the morning. I remember when I used to play pickleball. I think I have it on one of my vlogs or on one of my TikToks or something. I used to play pickleball early in the morning, like early. Like I'd be out there at 7:30. Okay. After I dropped my daughter off, I would go straight to the little pickleball court. And while I was out there, every day, same people would walk by, jog by, walk their dog nearby, the same time every day. And it's in the rich area. So all these people got money that I see on a daily basis walking next to the little pickleball court. Okay. Early, 7:30. A couple of them will speak every day. Okay. Yes. If I wanted to, I could have. Thank you, more of Shannon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. So get it, man. Like there are rich neighborhoods. There are nice neighborhoods with open pickleball courts or tennis courts. You just go over there with your little cute outfit on, your little pickleball paddle. Go over there early in the morning and go play. You're gonna meet somebody now. You'll be like, well, how do I play pickleball by myself? Well, how do I do that? Girl, they got a pickleball buddy. It's a pickleball tied to a string on a weighted mount, and you just hit the ball and it bounces right back to you, man. That's what I be doing. Then, see, when you're playing by yourself, that's the best thing. Do you want a partner? I remember I was filming myself play pickleball on a little pickleball buddy string thing, and this man was riding by on a bike. He says, you need a partner? So, if you be obsessed with yourself, get dressed, get up, get looking cute, put your pickleball outfit, tennis skirt on, get your little ponytail, get out on the pickleball court early in the morning. Are you gonna stop traffic or you gonna stop bike traffic or something, ma'am? Somebody's gonna come up to you. Do you need a partner? I'm gonna go home and get my racket. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So do the most. Be obsessed with yourself. Stop worrying about if somebody's going to approach you. Have fun with what you do. Have fun in life. People going to approach you if you look like you're doing the most, having fun and being obsessed with yourself. Okay. Hi, I'm moving to a city for college. Any advice for freestyle? 18. Okay. Well, you can't get much money at a college. You're going to have to, if you're 18, you're still in college. You're going to date for fun. You're not there yet, man. You just barely making it out of high school. You're not ready for this lifestyle. But I will tell you, don't date nobody broke and don't pay for no man. Don't pay on dates. Any date that you accept, make sure they're paying. Any man that you date, make sure that they're not asking you for no money. Because at the age of 18, you're still new to this and you're still probably looking for love and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to ruin that for you. But I'll just give you 2 rules. Don't lay down with nobody broke. Don't sleep with nobody broke. Don't get pregnant with nobody broke. Don't ever pay on a date and don't ever give a man money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you ready to date older, maybe once you're out of college or once you had a taste of college guys and you're just done, then come back to this channel, okay? You're gonna have to date guys that can offer you more than, you know, some McDonald's. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Just met a millionaire and he wants to do what? Take care of me. What do I say to ensure he sends me money before we first meet up? Send him your cart, send him a Cash App request, send him a Venmo request. Say, I want to look nice for you, so I can look my best for you. Send him the request. If he don't send nothing, he don't meet you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have nothing to wear, sir. I was very excited to meet you, but I absolutely have nothing to wear. There you go. Know your value, know your obsession, know your worth. If you're gonna risk losing a date with a millionaire over him not sending you no money, that is self-obsessed to the T. Okay. Okay. If that man told you he got money and that he's a millionaire and all this kind of stuff, and you ask him for a few little measly dollars through Cash App to go buy you some nice clothes and an outfit and whatever, and he doesn't do it, he don't like you. He's not obsessed with you anyway. Okay. Because if you want to look nice for that man, then he needs to make sure you look nice for him by sending some money to you. Okay, you hate young boy that can't do anything for me. I've turned it off in my head. I only see older and money. Okay, what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you, ma'am. You need to date somebody that's like able to do stuff for you, that has enough money. Okay, and nobody in their 20s. Okay, unless they're like, if you're 18, you're not trying to do what most people in their mid 20s or late 20s are trying to do. You're still trying to get through school and just go eat out and, you know, get your phone bill paid. You're not trying to move to the suburbs, get a luxury vehicle. You're not trying to join the country club, are you? So your 18-year-old financial needs are not the same as a 26-year-old financial needs. So you don't have to date as old, but you need to get what you need to get. You know what I mean? So if you date a 25-year-old, 26-year-old, you're probably not going to get nothing but maybe your phone bill paid, maybe some free food. All right. If you're going to date a 30-something-year-old, you might get more than a phone bill pay. You might get some shopping in there. You might get, you know, maybe a vacation. They got some paid vacation days on a little starter career. You might get that too. So depending on what you want, that's the age you need to be dating. The age that can afford to give you the things that you want. Okay. Nobody is trying to get married in their 20s. Nobody is trying to settle down in their 20s or early 30s. So remember that about men. Just get their money. Don't pay for nothing. Don't sleep with nothing broke. All right. If you're 18, what do you want done? Make your goals, make your list, then go in with that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Most men aren't going to take you seriously until after the age of 21 because you can't even get in nowhere. Sadly, sprinkle, sprinkle. But you can practice on them college kids, seeing if you can get them to buy you some stuff from the store. Take me grocery shopping for my dorm. Let's see if you could do that. You can practice on them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would a young man, 22, want to rush you into marriage? Green card, religious purposes, wanting to roll around on the mattress. If in your culture or religion you don't roll around on the mattress before marriage, that could be that. A 22-year-old is trying to rush you into marriage. Don't make no sense unless it's cultural and they want to roll it around on the mattress or they need a green card. Otherwise, no 22-year-old want to be rushed to the altar as a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so become self-obsessed with yourself. And you know, when you become self-obsessed with yourself, people aren't going to rush you to do nothing because they already know it's on your schedule. They're gonna be like, they're gonna feel uncomfortable to even try to rush you into anything because they're already gonna know the answer gonna be no. Okay. When you become self-obsessed, they're not even gonna ask you certain questions anymore. Because they already know the answer is gonna be no. So they have to come at a different angle to get you to say yes. They're gonna have to come with the most, make it more appealing to you, and make it more beneficial to you to do anything with them. So if you are high maintenance, require like princess, queen, goddess treatment. If you are obsessed with yourself, you never have to worry about no guy trying to take advantage of you because they only come to impress. That's all they can do. This is a high level of femininity. Okay. You have to figure it out. You gotta get there. Self-obsessed. Sure, I'm on my level up era and I've been watching you for months, but I've never been lonelier than I am right now. Trust in the process. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can't spend time with yourself and become self-obsessed with you and you yearn for other people in your life to give you meaning, you know, that could be your maternal instinct. So get you a emotional support pet and put all the extra energy into becoming your best self. Become self-obsessed, work on your skin, work on your hair, work on your body, work on your face, work on your makeup skills, work on your business, your career, whatever. Work on all those things for you. Become self-obsessed. You don't need other people to validate your purpose. You don't need other people to validate your existence. If you keep on the path of becoming self-obsessed and becoming the woman you want to become, people will then become obsessed with you. You will never be lonely again. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You will never be lonely again once you get to know yourself and take it to the highest level of self-obsession. You will never be lonely again, I promise you. Because there's going to be so many people that want to get close to you because they see your high maintenance, your high self-esteem. You got this glow about you. You're self-obsessed. You don't need other people's approval. Everybody wants that. So they're going to be drawn to you like a magnet. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. You don't need other people. They need you. Okay. Right? Understand that is the truth. Think about all the women who are self-obsessed. Do they walk around talking about I'm lonely, or are they a magnet? Okay. How to manage self-obsession. What do you mean manage it? Everything you do is main character energy. Everything is main character energy. Clothes, environment, people you hang around, how you view yourself, how you fill your time has to be self-obsession. High maintenance. Don't lower your standards. It's okay to be down to earth with the people you know and that are very close to you. Yes. But when it comes to everything else, keep your standards high. Stay obsessed with yourself. You will literally also motivate other people to do the same thing at the same time. Just by being self-obsessed with yourself, you will teach other people how to do it so that they can have a better life too. Okay. Ask self-obsessed women. People just give them money. People offer them gifts. People just give to them because that's the only way to get their attention and to impress them. That's the only way. They're not going to try to make you laugh. They're not going to try to lie. Well, they probably will lie to you. They're not going to try to game you because they already know You don't care about them. You're not going to care about them unless they care more about you. They can sense this. You're too high maintenance. Okay? So that's how they're going to impress you, by giving you exactly what they know they need to give you in order to get your attention. You're not like, think about this. If a Dusty had a date, not even a Dusty, if a average regular man with a decent salary had a date with his dream woman, name some celebrity who was self-obsessed, whatever. Okay. If a regular average person had a date with, let's say, Lori Harvey, you think he's going to ask her to go 50-50? You think he's going to wait for her to tell her Aunt Ethel's story? And if she starts to tell it, do you think he's going to automatically offer up whatever he can to give her? If that's his dream woman, if he knows she's way out of his leagues, too high maintenance, up on a pedestal, he's going to offer her something. She ain't even going to have to ask. Okay? Personality with when on a date, text, down to earth, flirty, sprinkle, sprinkle. Self-obsessed, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You're a reflection of that man. You're arm candy to that man. That you are their status symbol. Okay? If you're self-obsessed, you are their status symbol. Act like it. High maintenance. Expect them to do the most. Keep them standards high. Okay? Don't tell your life story. Stay vague. If they want to know more about you, they got to learn how to appeal to you. They got to learn they have to learn what you want, and they have to give it. Been leveling up with you for a year. Finally found out what type of style gets me the most attention. It's a business boss sexy look. Bad style. Baddie style. Okay, ma'am. Royal by love. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let's see. She found her look, and now she's collecting. Thank you, Royal by love. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. Mm-hmm. What? You're trying to balance between knowing what you have to offer to others. You don't have nothing to offer no others, baby. What are you? You serving hors d'oeuvres over there? You got a tray walking around and wondering what you can offer? Look, man, look at this. I bring nothing to the table. You trying to balance out what you bring to the table? It's nothing, darling. You're the guest of honor. Main character energy only. Self-obsession only. Okay? You don't walk around wondering what you offer to others. You offer nothing. You are the queen. You are the goddess. You are obsessed with yourself. Other people are obsessed with you. Your presence is quite enough. Okay? This is what we got to correct. Thank you, but I do act flirty, seductive, chill. You act self-obsessed. You are a whole vibe. They're already obsessed with you if you're obsessed with yourself. Okay? When you see that they're trying to impress you, only be impressed by the things you actually want from them. Okay? That way you're giving them an indicator of how to continue. When they start mentioning money, you start acting flirty. When they start bragging on themselves, you ask more questions. When they start saying, oh, I own a something company, it's like, then you get seductive on them because you're giving them hints and clues of what turns you on. Money. Okay? It said, got out of patriarchy and now my bro says I hate men. But do you love yourself though? You don't have to hate men. You don't have to hate men at all. You just have to get money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't hate men. They're attached to money. They come with money. They come with offerings. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Most strippers hate men. Most strippers hate men. They go and collect their money and get out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, ma'am. We bring nothing to the table. We are the guest of honor. This is the difference between a goddess archetype and a pygmisha archetype. When you're a goddess, this is your stance. I bring nothing to the table. I am the guest of honor. I am on a pedestal. When you're a pygmisha, you start listing off stuff you can do for people in order to be a people pleaser and to be accepted by lowering your standards to be of service. If you're going to be of service to people to help them get on your level, not for them to accept you at a level lower than themselves. Listen to what I'm telling you. If you're going to do service work to get people on your level, not to lower yourself down to a level beneath the ones you're trying to get attention from. Okay. Because that's what y'all pygmies be doing. Okay. We bring nothing to the table. We're the guest of honor and we teach other women how to do it. That's our service. That's what we bring to the table. Other women who ask the same question. How do we become self-obsessed? Okay. This is my act of service. I don't need to lower my standards. Okay. This is what I bring to the table. Other like-minded women who's not gonna bring nothing either, baby. Okay. Is there any middle ground? Yes, pygmisha is the middle ground. Barbara the Builder, maybe. Yeah. You build up a man, y'all go 50-50. That's middle ground. Pygmisha is probably a little lower. Barbara the Builder is the middle ground. So you build that man up, let him save half his paycheck so he can take his work wife out at lunch every day. Let him save half his paycheck while you pay half the bills so he can get his luxury vehicle to drive his work wife in every day. Or his side chick that he meets up with after work. Yes, that's what y'all got to do. Y'all got to go 50-50 and meet him in the middle, girl. So you can prepare him for his next woman. Okay. You said, hello, Shirley. This is Barbara. Exactly. There's no middle ground. Either you all the way up on that pedestal or you helping him. Which one is it? You said, be more self-centered, y'all. Exactly. Y'all, if y'all, I can tell some of y'all are young because y'all want to do too much for these men that don't want to do nothing for y'all. I could tell those are the young or desperate ladies who don't understand the game. He said he wants me to obsess him and is willing to do anything to make that come true. I left him anyway because he said I can't go to the girls' trip. Okay, good for you, ma'am. Don't let nobody control you. When you get back, he'll probably have some money for you because you don't need him now. He know you got options. He did want a doormat, didn't he? You became part of the elite executive wealthy social club. How can I navigate this best? Make friends with women first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, make associations with older women. Older women. Older women. You're an elite executive wealthy social club. Make friends with the older women first. They know everything about everybody. They could give you the tea on everybody. They're not invested. They're not your competition. Okay. They may take you under their little wing and navigate and help you navigate. Okay. So find you the old woman and go make friends with her. She's gonna give you the tea and the scoop on everybody, introduce you to everybody. She know everybody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You became part. Okay. So Coco, go find you the old lady and befriend her. You gonna know everybody, how much they make, whether they've been married, divorced, if they got a side chick. That old lady, old people, they will give you the tea, and they love to talk. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The next person you befriend besides an old person, okay, is a gay person. A gay man. Go friend you an old woman and a gay man, and you will have every piece of tea in that spot. All right, wonderful. Mm-hmm. Okay. So find just, it doesn't even matter how old they are. Just find one that likes you. All right. So hey y'all, I have to take a little break real quick. So I'm gonna put y'all onto the Earl video so y'all can laugh at Earl. All right, I'll be right back.
Hey y'all, it's Earl. So I got kicked out of my mama's house. I gotta find some place to live. But in the meantime, I found me a side hustle. I get to stay in people's house for free as long as I get some evidence of a haunting, ghost detect, and all that kind of good stuff. It's a nice house. It's a real nice house. Yeah. I got my equipment and I got my books. I know what I'm doing. Oh shoot, I hope I didn't break it. I got my ghost hunting book for beginners. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, I get to live here for free. I gotta find me another gig by tomorrow, so I have somewhere to stay. Y'all know somebody got a haunted house, hit a brother up. Support me at the Cash App if y'all want to support a brother. But in the meantime, I had to get me a side hustle so I could have some shelter. Pygmisha was not responding to me no more. She blocked me, but you know, we here. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all hit the like button.
That was my dusty counterpart, Earl. One of my characters. If y'all want to see more of Earl, go to my YouTube channel and click on playlists and click on the Adventures of Earl. I have live videos of Earl. Okay. If y'all want to laugh, okay, don't. Y'all are going to bust out laughing, okay? Earl is a joke, basically. He's got 2 videos out. Yes, he does. People have been asking me to bring Earl back, but Earl getting his life together. We'll see. We'll see. Mm-hmm. She looked like a Dusty that tried to come on to you last summer. Oh my gosh. Sorry to bring back your PTSD, girl. Okay. If y'all really want to laugh, go look at go watch the whole videos. Like there's 2 videos and y'all really want to just, y'all stomach want to hurt, you gotta go laugh. Y'all gotta go watch it. Okay. So I gotta wrap this up because we're talking about being self-obsessed. So let me wrap this up and talk to y'all for a second. Any woman that doesn't understand that being self-obsessed is the key to getting other people, especially men, to be obsessed over them, y'all got to understand that is the key. That's the key. Don't try to be humble. Don't try to be nobody's doormat. Don't try to be nice girl because they all finish last. The key is to become self-obsessed, princess, queen, goddess status as far as how you view yourself. Put yourself on the pedestal. Okay, that way you don't have to wait around for somebody else to do it because you already did it, baby. If they want your attention, they got to address you from your pedestal. Okay, so become self-obsessed. Think about all the women that are self-obsessed. Okay, when they're self-obsessed, that's when everything starts happening. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's when everything falls in place. You finally found someone that's 10 times more? Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. That is so funny. Yes. He promised you an apartment. He's 39 and you're 27, but made up excuses saying the apartment was too high and couldn't take me out anymore to eat, got cheap. So I broke up with him. He complained about money. Girl, he's too young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Too young, too young. How is someone that's barely 40 able to take care of him and you? He don't got enough money. You need to find somebody that's old and got money, girl, properties, investments, 401k. You need somebody that's already like in their career deep with bonuses and lots of money. That dude is not at that level yet. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, when you're 27 and you're dating a 39-year-old, you might as well be dating somebody your same age. They don't have the type of money you're looking for. Unless they're rich or they come from old money or they have a really good career. Okay? He can't afford it. Sure, I'm starting a YouTube channel talking about my experiences with fibroids. Do you have any tips on a successful channel? Thank you, Ayoka. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Talk about something else. That's number one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm just being honest with you, ma'am. I'm glad you shared that with us, but please talk about something else dope, because let me tell you a secret. Don't nobody care. I know you want to share your journey, but do you know how many women are already doing that? Okay? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No women, nobody cares. Start a channel doing things about people or doing things that people care about. People care about themselves the most. All right? People care about themselves the most. Okay? They care about how they feel. They care about how people perceive them. So cater to that. All right? Cater to that, because people don't care about none of that. They may click on your video twice, hear your little sob story, your sad story, your journey, and then they're out. They're not coming back, because that's not something that people will come back to. You know, so I'm being honest with you. I've been doing this for 13 years. Okay. What you need is to start something that's going to, you know, that they say you need to get something rolling. You need to get something rolling that's going to keep growing. Not something that is going to get 2 clicks and then they'll never visit your channel again. Okay. So you got to find something different to talk about. Let me tell you what I would do if I was starting out in today's climate of social media. People are consumers. People are consumers. Consumers. You need to talk about, let me tell you, what's going to get you in the algorithm. You need to talk about products. Okay. Let me tell you, this is what I used to do back in the day. This is how a person that probably shouldn't be in the algorithm can get in the algorithm. You talk about products. Whenever you go to the store, do a haul. Okay? I don't care what you buy. Do a haul. You can link the products to your YouTube channel that you purchased and you get commission off of it. Like I did these Love Shack fancy things. Okay? But make everything you do beneficial to you. Okay? Talk about whatever you want. Every time you throw some products in there, sponsors will pick up your YouTube video channel to advertise on there. The more people pay to advertise on your channel, the more exposure you're going to get in the algorithm. All right. Then once you're in the algorithm, because Google is putting ads on your channel, you got to keep the numbers going up and the comments going in. So you got to make long videos. The longer, the better. Then you have to be, they need clickbait or a good screen thumbnail shot so people can be trying to click on it. All right. Or whatever that is for you. Okay. You need to give energy in the first 7 minutes of your video. You got to give energy. Like, hi, y'all. What y'all doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know what I do. And you have to be consistent. You can't take 2 weeks off. You can't take 1 week off. You got to be consistent because you'll fall off in the algorithm. Okay. So every day, put something out. Or every other day, put something out. Haul your products. Okay. If you're going to talk about fibroids, do that for 1 or 2 videos and then talk about something else, darling. That's it. Talk about something else. Okay. I don't care what it is, because that's not going to keep people coming in. Those 2 videos, maybe 1 or 2 videos about that, that's going to keep the people that are looking for that information to come to your channel. Then they see what else you have to offer. You know, oh, she's doing hauls. I need some new moisturizer. What that is she putting on? That looks like some good lotion. You know? What do men want us to speak nicely? Why do men want us to speak nicely when requesting intention with money, investments, funny, luxury? Do we have to do that? They want the fantasy, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They want the fantasy. Okay. They already know how you feel about them, probably. They already know you're like, this dude just need to give me some money. But your delivery is what they want. They want that fantasy, especially if you're cute. Men love a woman that looks pretty, demure, and respectful. That gives them a strong sense of masculinity, and it boosts their ego. Okay. So that they want you to play dumb, act nice, play nice, give them the fantasy. It's called acting. On the rich side of town, you feel lost how to attract to approach. Okay. You got to join something. Join something over there. Make it a daily thing. It could be a gym. It could be, you know, whatever. Just join something over there or go somewhere every day at the same time. You could walk to the park, you could do whatever. But join something over there so that you're a regular somewhere. Okay. Then people will start recognizing you and say, hey, I've seen you before. What's your name? You know, you got to go there all the time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how do you find the rich area where you live? Go to Google, type in richest zip code in your city. Then go over there. Find businesses over there. Find gyms over there. Find places to dilly-dally over there. Okay? Use Google, baby. Somebody said chat GPT to find the rich zip code. You can use any search engine. So all you got to do, richest zip codes, baby. Type it in. Hit search. There you go. Okay. Okay, so men want the fantasy of a very feminine, demure woman so they can feel masculine. All right. Think about this. You know, I need some money. Give me some money. That's not very feminine and nice now, is it? It's not going to make him feel masculine. It's going to make him feel like the ATM, which he is, but he don't need to know that, especially not in the beginning. So you have to finesse him, darling. You got to finesse him. Hey, how are you? I'm well. Yes. You know, I was thinking about you last night after I got out of my bubble bath, and I was like trying to get dressed, and I realized that I need some new lingerie. You know, it's been so long since I've been shopping for things like that because it's been a while since I've been, you know, dating. And I threw away all my old stuff and started over. So I kind of have limited supplies. Anyway, I was thinking about going shopping this weekend for some new things. What do you think? I might need to budget. You know, I just helped Aunt Ethel out last week, so I might have to wait 2 weeks. I'll just start saving up. You know, I'll skip lunch tomorrow. Probably will be helpful anyway. Need to lose a few pounds if I'm going to look good for you, right? Girl, get the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm pretty looks unfortunately masculine energy. Okay. Well, then you better learn how to act feminine, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You better learn how to act feminine. Better learn how to get your acting skills together, ma'am. You better turn into this chick that I'm talking about. Okay, get your voice ready. Hi. You better Ariana Grande it up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You better go from Blackiana to Wicked Ariana in 2 seconds, baby. You better get it together. It's called acting, darling. Think about this. If a man has no idea who you are, never seen you, never spoke to you before, you go on a date, or he comes up to you. Oh, hi, what's your name? He doesn't know your real voice. He doesn't know how you act. He doesn't know if you are masculine or feminine in your voice, or how you talk, or if you curse or not. He only knows what you finna give him right now. Okay? If you're naturally feminine, you don't have nothing to worry about. If you got to work on your femininity, you better get your acting skills together. You got to be like, hi, how are you? It's very nice to meet you as well. They don't know who you are. They don't know how you speak. They don't know how you walk or talk. It's called acting. So make it work. You might be laughing at yourself on the inside, but at least your acting skills are finna get you some money. All right. Okay. He said, do you have videos? Girl, just act. You don't want all this training and stuff. It's just called acting. If you really want to train yourself to be more feminine, you need to take etiquette classes. You need to learn manners. You need to learn table manners. You need to know how to dress classy. You got to go to a whole nother YouTube channel, because I'm only teaching quick acting method acting skills to get your money, get in and get out, baby. But if you want to make yourself more feminine, definitely practice your vocabulary, no cursing. Sit up straight. Posture is very important. Smile. You're never in a rush. A lady is never in a rush, so take your time. Don't overreact emotionally. Instead, if someone tries to make you mad, take a little deep breath and think about your response before you make it. Okay? A lady never explodes in public. She considers what's the consequences before she reacts. So, can I get more money out of this way or that way? Okay, then that's what you do. I'm not really in the mood to argue right now. Can we pick this back up tomorrow? That way, I need to think about some things instead of screaming and cursing somebody out. Very different. Okay, you say overreacting and needing to be right is what I struggle with. Okay, sprinkle. Understand this. If you are trying to be more feminine, more demure, more classy, then you need not to care as much. You need to be only obsessed with yourself. Okay. You don't need to be right. You need to get paid. Right. You don't need to prove a point. You need to add to your bank account. That's what you need to do. All right. And these men already know they're wrong. They don't need you to argue with them. They're pulling you in emotionally to overreact, to get emotionally involved with them in an argument. You don't care. You just want the money. Okay. Who cares who's right or wrong? If you have a backup, if you have several on the roster, you can go get money from him, and him. You're not there to argue. You're there to collect money. Think about that. Sprinkle. Thank you, A. Okay. Should we just show our personality on social media or just pictures? I mean, whatever you're trying to put out there to the rest of the world and you're okay with it, do what you want. I'd have an alias one to give to certain people. Not everybody gets to know the real you, because how are you supposed to navigate that when you're trying to do something? Okay, chess, not checkers. Have you an alias one. If you're trying to attract using your main one, understand, what you're putting out and make sure that's what you're really trying to attract. What if we want to be monogamous? That don't mean he do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Sandy Daylight. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You could be anonymous. Anonymous. You could be monogamous all you want. But if you ever find out he's cheating, you might be mad for wasting your time for many years. Never put all your eggs in one basket. At least keep a friend in a friend zone that you can bring out at any time. Keep a player on the bench, baby. Okay, that's all I recommend. You know how sometimes when you meet a guy, they always have that girlfriend that's not a girlfriend, but a friend that's a girl. Have one of them. Have one of them on the back burner, but instead of a guy, have you a guy friend on the back burner, waiting to get out the friend zone. Okay, that way, and make sure he got some money too. If you don't, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna be like, how do I get over this person? They did me wrong. I did everything right. I laid down and became a doormat. I was monogamous to this person. I did everything. I cooked and cleaned, and he was still texting girls and watching this and liking people's on Instagram. That's what y'all are gonna sound like, and if y'all stay focused on a man instead of yourself. Keep you an extra one on the side. I don't care if you dealing with him or not. Just make sure he's available to you when you need him. Financially. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said men aren't monogamous. Exactly. Keep a play on the bench, baby. Get your money. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, another way to become self-obsessed. Okay, so people are going to observe you. Okay, if you're not healthy, if you don't treat yourself, your body like a temple, or at least mostly like a temple, as they say, they're not going to believe that you are high maintenance. They're not going to believe that you are self-obsessed, and they're not going to be obsessed over you. The closer you are to perfection, to yourself, not to the world, but to yourself as an obsession, the more people will obsess over you. So if you're doing if you have bad habits, if you're unhealthy, nobody's going to believe you're self-obsessed. That's number one. Now, you don't have to have the perfect body. You don't have to have the perfect anything, but you have to have the perfect way of being obsessed with yourself. That means you're not putting garbage into your body. That means you're not doing bad habits that's harmful to your health, okay? Because how you treat yourself is an indication of how you feel about yourself. So if you put in garbage into yourself, no one's going to believe that you're self-obsessed, okay? Even if you are not perfect in your body, at least don't continue to put garbage in it, but something a little bit better, okay? Should you be cautious of the boss look? What? Getting bag? I don't know. People can buy office clothes all day online, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It doesn't mean that you're a boss if you're wearing boss clothes. It means that's what you like to look like. When people see that you're dressed a certain way, they're always going to, especially if you dress like a business siren, they're going to ask you what you do for a living. I would just say part-time receptionist, because you're dressed for the job, but you're not getting a giant paycheck, and you're around professional men all day. See? So you could dress like an office siren and work in an office and be a part-time receptionist and still have a nice wardrobe and be around rich professional men all day. And when it comes down to who's paying for dinner, or you wanting a gift, or you wanted to do something, he's definitely not going to ask a part-time receptionist to pay for anything. Okay? But he might be attracted to your outfit and how you look in it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So don't tell people anything but that you are a part-time, not even a full-time. That means you can get on his insurance if you like it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You get approached often, but nothing seems to go forward after. What could I be doing wrong? You're just not their cup of tea long term. You're just their temporary cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? You're just somebody to talk to at the time. You're not somebody to pull into tomorrow or the next day or the next month. Okay. So think about this. Men, when they view women, they know whether you're going to be long-term, short-term, or marriage material. Okay. What are you giving off? What you giving off? That's the indicator. What are you giving off? You're giving off wifey, long-term girlfriend, or hit it and quit it. What are you giving off? What are they looking for? You could be giving off wifey and classy all day, but if they're not looking for wifey or classy, they're not going to be bothered with you. You could be giving off long-term girlfriend, but if they just got out of a relationship and they want to roll around on a mattress with somebody, they might not be looking for you either. If you're giving hit it and quit it, and they've already hit enough and quit enough, and they're ready to get a long-term girlfriend, just like that's what I'm telling y'all. It's not you, it's what they're looking for. You're giving off what you're looking for. And if that's not what they're looking for, you're not going to attract what you're giving off. Okay. It's just, it's math. Okay. So if you're dressed like a potential long-term girlfriend and that's not what they're looking for, they're not going to be interested in you. So dress what you're looking for. Dress for what you're looking to attract. And that's exactly what you're going to attract. You may attract men physically, but they're not going to stay for long if they're not on the same level as what you're attracting. If you're attracting a long-term relationship, you're trying to invest emotionally. If you're trying to do this and they're not, they're going to be gone quick because it's not clicking. He gave me a credit card, house car, and started the business. How can I use his card now to build my account? I have other give me cash. Also, what now? Okay. How to get money? PayPal. Sprinkle. Don't you know what PayPal is? PayPal. Do your research, ma'am. All right. Do you have a business? Okay, link your PayPal to your business, make a fake product, and keep buying your own product with his credit card. Sprinkle. Then deposit the PayPal balance into your bank account. Sprinkle. Okay. All right. Almost got caught. You almost got caught cheating. He's extra clingy, asking what I'm doing on the phone and wants to spend a lot of time together. How to get him off Aunt Ethel. Thank you, Mina. Sprinkle. I'm talking about Aunt Ethel. She's lonely. You want her to come live here with us? Well, then she needs somebody to talk to. I told her about you. She says men that are really clingy are insecure. You should work on that. I'm talking to Aunt Ethel. She's telling me about her old lady women problems. Do you really want to hear that? All right, then. Okay, I don't want to. Oh, did you hear about her old lady parts? What? She's kind of private. Okay, Aunt Ethel for the save once again. Or you could say you're talking to your mom or you whoever. Said tips on feeling confident after having a baby. You're the same person you were before you had that baby, except now you have someone to take care of, and you're probably going to experience a love like no other, between mother and child. But what I'm telling you is you're literally the same person, but better. So act like it, walk like it, and talk like it. Dress like it. There you go. Okay. I was paying close attention to like Keke Palmer and Beyonce after they gave birth. They were all up taking pictures with their birth boobs I'm calling them birth boobs. They're birth boob cleavage. All of made videos, got ad campaigns and everything. Take advantage of it. Go take some pictures with your big boobs. Girl, get you a photo shoot. Why do men ask for full body pics? So they can look at you and fantasize about you without giving you no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say he's trying to spend 4+ days a week together. Tell him you got to go visit Aunt Ethel in the home. I got to go visit Aunt Ethel in the home or her house. Got to take care of her. Make sure she's not leaving the stove on. Just be lying. Okay. Somebody got to help her unless you want her to move in with us or with me. Then you'll never see me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are we still popping that bottle of Ace of Spades when I hit 1,000,000? Yeah, I need to get another bottle though, because I already drank that one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. It was taking y'all too long to get me to 1,000,000, girl. I want to drink that bottle. I got to 1,000,000 on TikTok, 1,000,000, almost to 1.2 billion now. Almost to 1,000,000 on Instagram. Y'all take too long. Share the videos. Send them to all your pick Mishas and Dusty friends. Come on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna get a whole nother boil. What is the bare minimum a guy should do? Well, what are you doing with him? Is that your boyfriend? Is that someone you're just dating? Like, what y'all doing together? He told me he never loved me. He only cared about me and then blocked me to go back to his wife, who he said he was separating from. How did you, girl, why did you believe lies? Anything that come out of a man's mouth is a lie. They only want to roll around on the mattress with you and then go back home, okay? So, whenever a man says he's separating, he's literally just married, okay? Because no man separates from his wife. The wife always wants to divorce or kicks them out. And it's not by choice. Okay. So this is how to read between the lines for anyone who this might happen to in the future. When a man tells you he's separated, he's not separated. He's married. Or his wife kicked him out because she found out he was cheating. And he's trying to get back in. But in the meantime, he's mad. He wants to punish her by dating someone else. But he never plans to divorce. He only want to go back to the wife when she forgives him and lets him back in. But in the meantime, he's going to entertain you because he feels like a failure. He's sad. He's lonely. He's waiting on her to forgive him. Okay. This is what happens when a man said that he's separated from his wife. He's still married because separation does not mean divorce. Okay. But if she wants him back, he'll go back. If you want to make sure that they never go back, spend their money. Okay. They will go to where they've invested in the most. If you don't understand this, I can't explain it to you any harder. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men follow their investments. So make them spend. They're not spending a lot of money and they're quote unquote separated. They're going right back home. So you got to make them spend, baby. A lot. He's already done. He's went back home. Whenever she makes him mad again, he'll circle the block, charge the re-entry fee. Okay. He'll reach back out probably the next time she cusses him out, catches him online, talking to some other chick. And he'll need a self-esteem boost. So he'll circle back around to you, talking about to get his money. All right. Get his money. Every time he circles back around the block, get his money. Okay? Every time he hits you up, every time he texts you, send him a link to send you money. Send him a cart for him to pay for. Don't let that fool back in for free. He's only there for a quick ego boost and then he's back out. So get his money, darling. Don't talk to him. Send the link for him to send the money. And if he wants to talk to you, he'll send the money. Okay. Don't do it. When y'all believe men, especially, like, why would they be out and about if they're separated? Like, they chose to leave. It's always a lie if they say they chose to leave. Usually the woman kicked them out. How long did it take you for this type 1? How long did it take you for you to type one of your books? I had my videos transcribed, or I made a video for it to be transcribed into books, or this is the one, I'm gonna tell y'all, this one took the longest to write because I actually typed this one out. Okay. I got into a zone with this one. I made it a point to write for 20 minutes a day at the same time every day. So, and if I had an idea, I would jot it down and then put it in my writing later on that evening. So every evening I would take 20 minutes. Type. So everything flows from my head just like in the video, right? I typed it all out. I got an editor to organize it and put it in book form. They send me the Google Docs, then I upload it after it's edited. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Sprinkle. 20 minutes a day. You said you're too interrupted by your feelings. Well, have those feelings for yourself. Okay. Think about this. If you had been self-obsessed, you would have never believed that man in the first place. You would have never gave him enough time to become emotionally attached to him. You would only been about your money and improving yourself. And you were only going to let him in your life to benefit you. And that will be the only purpose that he was there. Okay. You care too much about a man that lied to you and only wanted to use you. You got your wake-up call. This is the age where young women start to wake up and they start to understand what it's all about. They let go of the fairy tale and they start to focus on themselves. They start to become self-obsessed and they start to collect their money. Okay. This is where your wake-up call begins, darling. If you go to a bar right now, I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's about noon. No, it's past noon. It's about 2 o'clock here, almost. If you go to a bar right now, or maybe about 3 o'clock, you're gonna find about 80% of those men are married. They're all going to be telling the same lie to different women. I'm separated. Well, I'm not happy at home. Well, I'm single. They're all going to be telling y'all this. All of them. Then after they buy you a few drinks, get your number, make you laugh, lie, give you a few more life, they're going to drive home to their house, to their wife, to their kids. All right? Then they're going to tell you, oh, I fell asleep. I was busy. Oh, I have to get up early in the morning. You know, then they're going to go to the bathroom and secretly text you, make you feel special. The wife going to be asleep or at the kids' baseball game, and they're going to be texting you during the hours that people are supposed to be home, but she's a soccer mom. Okay? And she don't care. She just got his credit card too. So now he's left on the back burner, and you're the one that's making him feel special. Okay? That's what's happening. Thank you, Gail. Free game, yes. And so as soon as she busts him or finds out that he's been texting women, she's going to demand something. Okay? He's trying to get an upgrade on something. Or she's going to demand that he never sees you again if he don't want her to divorce him and take half. So he got to be on his best behavior, girl. So he got to tell you. The wife got to watch him text it to you.
I will never see you again. I never loved you. What else am I supposed to type, wife? I went back to my wife. What else I'm supposed to type? All right. Then, you happy now?
His wife instructed that text, baby. Because that ain't his word. That's her word. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look, I'm trying to help y'all. Okay. They don't sound like his words, sound like her words. The ultimatum words. So, next time a man comes up to you and says he's separated or unhappy in his marriage or single, he lied. He just haven't gotten caught yet, or he's mad at his wife. All right. He said that literally what happened to me. And he pays all bills and all I wish for still at his wife's house. Exactly. Just get the money, man. They ain't going nowhere. Just get the money. Mm-hmm. Now listen, this could have went a whole nother way. If you was just there to collect his money and stack your account, this is how the conversation would have went. Where are you at? Where's my money? Okay, his wife is instructing. I can't see you anymore. I went back to my wife. I never loved you. This is how this is what your response should have been. Oh, okay. So am I still on your direct deposit or not? I need to know so I can find somebody else to pay bills. All right. That's how the conversation would have ended. You wouldn't have cared. You would have been worried about your money and not him. He would have been more sad than you. Because although his wife is instructing him on what to say and what to do, ain't nobody instructing you. If you could care less about losing him and you just about your money, he's gonna be the one mourning the relationship next to his wife in bed while you out on to the next, baby. So understand what I'm teaching y'all. He's gonna be the one crying. And still married. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You travel to NYC and men there respond strongly to my energy. What I really want is for them to fund the trip itself, train ride. How do I frame that directly so it lands as natural and irresistible? Tell them what they're going to do, man. Tell them, Nicole, sprinkle, sprinkle. Be a dominatrix. You dealing with NYC men? Okay, tell them what they finna do. Like, you know what? I like you. Okay, you're interesting. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to fly me out. You're going to train ride me out. But I'm not no DoorDash. So you're going to get me a nice room at the hotel. I'm going to get unlimited room service. You got that? You writing this down? All right. Then you're going to take me shopping the next day. And then we're going to see how we feel about each other. That's you got to tell him what to do, man. You self-obsessed. You know he's going to say yes if he don't. He already thinks somebody else has said yes, and he already assumes that this has worked on other people. So he wants to see what's going to happen. He wants to see what the big deal is. Why are you so bold? Okay, he want to see the results of this. So he might just do it. Okay, how is she so bold? How is she so confident? Somebody else has done this for her. All right. You said you met his wife and she was kind to me. He was the one ashamed. Well, good for him. He was ashamed he got caught. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Birthday tomorrow. What to send your roster to get cash instead of gifts? Cash app. Cash app request to say it's my birthday. Send them a reel, send them a message in Instagram or TikTok, and put that Kanye song on with 2 Chainz. a birthday song, or put the 50 Cent song on, or the Stevie Wonder song. Depend on how old he is. Put the Stevie Wonder song if he's old, okay? Put the 50 Cent song if he's millennial. Put the Kanye West and birthday song with 2 Chainz if they're slightly young, okay? Then you link your Cash App to it with a picture of you going like this. You know, giving them like a blow and a kiss, a little video. It's like, it's my birthday. Send that to everybody in your contact list that's on your roster. Okay? Post it all up and through your stories. Put the link in your bio. Say, link in my bio, it's my birthday. And do like 3 times a day for a week. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And don't say it's my birthday. Say it's my birthday month. My birthday week. That way you collect the money all week or all month, okay? Don't just have one day that you collect money. Collect all month or all week. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, I got to go in 2 minutes, so I got to go. I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all, everybody who sent good questions today. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, all my links are in the description bar. If y'all want to join the Patreon, the link is in the description bar as well. Join tier 2 and up, and y'all can definitely message me, and I'll message you back within a day or 2. And remember, stay self-obsessed, become self-obsessed. Make sure you're a priority. It's not selfish to love yourself and put yourself first. What's selfish is to put yourself last and wait for somebody to put you first. All right, put yourself on a pedestal and don't let nobody take you down. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll see y'all later. You say, thank you, learned so much. You're welcome, y'all. Remember, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.